syndrome, um, and to have yeah. So we went to Rexentrum, and then Navorn and his party and Nim went to see um, Lurdoth, um, in which they discussed the Void Shard and over a game of chess. Um, and then in the meantime, the other group went to see the herbalist and get some potions and procure some pastries, um, which the characters were very familiar, at least to me. And then Lordeth, Lordeth, yes, that one. And then back at the chess game, uh, it wasn't going too well. Lordeth was pretty much saying, "This is above your pay grade. Um, so we're not really going to listen to you." And then everyone's like, okay, but you shouldn't have this. And then when we get back to the mansion, we're told about the the lamenters. Is that the name?
Yep.
Yeah, the lamenters, that they're going to be at the the mansion where they're holding the void shard. So um, we were going to go instead, since we could be less conspicuous while the Navorn's party would distract them for us. And so we made our way down. In the first room, we fought a stalker. Um, and then after that was dealt with, we hit a T junction, or was it? Yeah. Uh, we hit the first puzzle, which was the doors that lead you to the other doors in the room. And then the way to solve it was there was an anagram on the wall that became new door, and we were able to pass through that way. And then we hit the T junction. Oh, we also fought uh, a Bodak after that one. That was rough. And Korshana had some nightmares about that one, because that one was not a nice one. Um, then after that, we got to a T junction where the ground is falling, and we ended up not trying to cross that. So we went the other way, where there were a bunch of carvings in the wall, um, and we played hangman to a riddle about about having power. I forget exactly what the riddle was, but the answer was empire, because it seemed to be meant for the empire soldiers who would be down here. So as we went through there, we fought a fiend that we were joking about being Nim's next patron. Little did we know Nim's next patron was already lined up. Um, and then after that, we got to the room with the Void Shard, um, which was surrounded by a river, I think is time dilation you were explaining. And so,
Close enough.
yeah, yeah. Where if we tried to approach, there would be some time dilation where it would take us forever to get to it. But essentially, we made it across, and as soon as we were about to try to procure it, the Winter Queen shows up, takes control of Noah, and makes him walk away at the Void Shard, his body crumbling to not even dust at that point. And then, since the pact is over, she asks Nim if he wants to stay in the pact. He says no. So she dissolves his heart and arm, and he's left there to die, upon which Korshan and Lowell are arrested. And from the last things we hear, we're slammed against the wall by a red scaly body, I think is what the description was. And then there was a raven that flew down.
No, the raven was before.
The raven was
There's
before.
no way you would have seen the raven while you're like,
yeah. It's like, whoa, and wait, oh, cool, there's a raven there. But they see the raven fly down, and then when shit hits the fan and everything's looking desperate, then they're slammed against the wall, and then fade to black. I don't know. That was really all over the place. I'm sorry, guys.
You did a good job.
No, that was everything.
Mm-hmm. Look, a raven! It's taking that shard of the blade that we're trying to collect. It's fine. Oh shit, Em! God damn it!
Yeah. I wanted to prep more of my summary, but then like we had stuff to do here before I could even prep to join the call, so sorry. All right. That's pretty much it.
So great. So real quick, Aiden, you wake up in a chair not unlike the one that you have in your laboratory, but you can tell it's immediately off because you know what your laboratory looks like, and this isn't it.
Mm-hmm.
There is some writing on a desk nearby, and I'm going to give that to you, and then I'm going to cut away just so you have time to parse what I'm telling you.
Okay. Thank you.
Lead.
And that's where it stops.
Because otherwise, I'm going to be like, here, you have this, and then we're going to sit here for 5 minutes as Aiden's tried reading it.
Just every time you DM me something from the book, I'm like, don't talk to me. I need to read it 8 times.
Do we keep Nim in limbo for a little longer, or do we figure that one out?
I'd say a limbo for a little longer.
All right.
Oh, I have
right.
I have the opposite opinion just to register it.
Oh, all right, Aiden, what's your choice?
I say limbo.
Oh!
See, these hoes ain't loyal, Tig. These hoes ain't loyal.
I was actually gonna vote Limbo too, so.
Hey, Bex, it turns out we're the most loyal.
It turns out I'm the hoe that's not loyal.
Korshana and Lowell both roll me Constitution saves.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to connect D&D Beyond. I should do that so I can do this roll.
13.
Con save?
Yep.
$18.
Lowell, you wake up first. You're in a kind of darkened room. You're on the ground, but it's not like, oh god, it's cold down here. Like, you're in some bedrolls and some pillows and blankets and stuff like that. You were definitely put here carefully. You can look around. You don't really see a whole lot. It's a very nice room. There is a bed to your right. In front of you, it's just, we'll say there's some furniture, some paintings. The lighting, as I said, is very dim, but there isn't much sound happening.
Mm. And do I see anybody in here, or is it just...
Not from where you sit up, and you don't really see much of anybody.
I'll stand up and try and look around. Does it look like I'm handcuffed or anything? Or
No. Make a dex save.
Dex save.
Nice.
You stagger for just a moment as your head, like the pounding and the rushing of blood, and as you stand, you're like, oh, all right. Yeah, I remember that was pretty rough. Yeah, that was probably maybe shouldn't have moved so quickly, but that's okay. But after you stand up, you can see that there's somebody lying on the bed. You can't really make out who. It's, as I said, it's still pretty dark and they're kind of covered up. There's somebody also sitting in a corner over on the other side of the bed, on a chair. Seems to also be sleeping at this point. You have dark vision, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It takes just a bit for your eyes to adjust, but you think it's a tiefling that's sitting on the bed or sitting on the chair.
Mm. And if I walk up to the bed, am I able to tell who's in the bed?
It's hard just because they're kind of like wrapped up and sleeping peacefully. You'd have to probably like really get in close to them.
Mm. And does the tiefling look familiar?
On this side of the bed, it's a little hard to tell, but you think so.
Mm. Hello?
And that's when Korshana wakes up.
Mm-mm. I have a really quick question before we proceed.
Sure.
Did we get a long rest? Is it tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
got a
closing the
long
time
rest.
loop. I am closing the time loop.
You got
So
a
you
long
come-
rest, but I'm not going to tell you what day it is.
Okay, well, I'm closing the time loop to the best of my ability.
Sure.
I don't want to hear that I didn't close this fucking time loop.
Sure.
Or are we still in the time loop?
I'm just saying we did a thing that could break time, and I will not be held responsible if that happens. I am prepping pass without a trace and marking a spell slot for it. Just toss it.
I forgot about that.
I'm closing the time loop.
Silence like, dang it. She remembered.
Yeah, I would like to do this now before I forget.
But if several days have passed, then you've already missed the time. for it.
But I'm saying it's not my fault. I did what I was supposed to do. I'm marking a spell slot for it. Should I not? Is time broken? Anyway, it's fine. I did it.
Anyways, you wake up after having this 5-minute internal dialogue with yourself. You hear the sound of somebody saying hello.
Lowell?
Korshana?
That sounds like it's coming from the bed. And you can kind of recognize her as she's getting up, as she's stirring.
I will try and sit up and hopefully not pass out again and ask where Im is.
Sure, make a dex save at advantage because you're only sitting up.
14.
Yep, you're fine. It hurts though. You've got a headache.
Ow. Im, where's Im?
I don't know. I just got up. Do you know where we are?
Are you okay?
I don't know.
You're alive, though. So that's something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does this room look familiar to me as I look around it?
Yeah, I have no idea.
You do also see the tiefling in the corner sitting on a chair.
Do I recognize her?
You don't have dark vision.
That's true. I could put on my goggles.
You could, but you don't know where they are.
Oh, good point. I can't really see much. Where are we?
Some kind of room. If I look around for a torch or something, is there something that I can light up so that we have light?
There is a lantern that's next to the tiefling that's been put dim. That you think it's kind of one of those magic lanterns that you can dial up and down.
I'll walk over to it and dial it up.
Thorai's like, oh God, why? Oh, Jeez, why
sorry.
do you do that?
Oh,
Oh, hey guys.
shit.
Where are we?
You're in our home.
Rexentrum?
No, we took you back to Otislow.
Where's everybody else?
That's a good question. Something we wanted to ask you guys.
Where's Im?
Again, that's a good question. Something we wanted to ask you guys.
You don't
You
have
don't
her?
know.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell us what happened from your perspective, please?
We were fighting the Lamenters in the street, obviously, because none of them wanted to get arrested. We heard a small boom coming from the warehouse, which for some reason, I gotta remember her name. Is it Ovak?
Yep.
Ovak facepalmed? I don't know why she did that, but she muttered something about people not understanding what spells to use when they need to be stealthy. But after that, it got really quiet. And the mentors kind of realized they were way over their head, considering they were fighting, Navorn and his crew. And just as we started rounding them up and getting the city guard involved, shit went south. All we remember is this massive explosion. And I think Navorn saying something about, oh shit, it's an ancient.
And
Where did it go? Where did it go?
I mean, I'll be honest, I was trying to figure out, like, I was watching it kind of, but at the same time, everything just kind of happened so fast. Like, the Lamenters started trying to leave, the city guard started to panic, Navorn shouting something about we need to go after it, and I was like, what about, your fucking son? So, I started going into the warehouse to see if I could find anything, but everything was cased in rubble. It was Ovak who found you two first.
No guards?
I mean, the city guard, but they were too busy dealing with the Lamenters.
I mean, there were no guards where you found us?
No, you guys were on the ground. Later I asked, and Navorn said that you were in the clutches of the dragon before you got dropped.
Oh.
I'm surprised you guys survived. Why it dropped you, I don't know.
Did you find anybody else?
No. We didn't really stay long to ask because, to be honest, that we knew this is a bad position. Navarne basically said if there's one ancient, there's going to be more, or there's going to be a brood nearby, and we can't fight them now. So we decided to leave. So yeah.
I mean, well, thanks for bringing us back here.
Yeah. What happened?
We found the void shard, but then
is that what the explosion was?
No.
Okay. Go on. Sorry.
I'm trying to remember what Lowell saw. He would know he got frozen, right?
Time stopped. because
Okay.
you're well aware that these things happened. You got to a point, and then something happened, and you got to another point. So yes, you're aware that sometimes shenanigans happen, just because you're used to it.
Uh, uh, Found it, then something happened. There was time missing, but when but then we saw, or well, the void shard was gone. Don't know where
Will's
Noah
gone.
was, and was on the ground.
Is he buried in the rubble?
No.
Might be. I don't know.
It's going to be really difficult to get back to because you know his father is not going to be happy. And at that moment, you hear Ovak's voice, like, slow down, slow down. They're just, slow down, slow down. And like the door just slams open. And Navorn just like, where is my son? And we're going to pause there. All right, Nim.
Yeah.
So you wake up and it's just darkness all around you. And you hear the echoing noise of caw, caw, and just kind of like hollows out through the darkness. It's hard for you to track it, but after a moment, you can see a raven come down and land and just look at you, just tilt its head, caw. And then another one joins it, and another one joins it. And then a flock just comes down and swirls around you, forming up a figure right in front of you. This humanoid female figure has a mask of a raven on her face, so you can't really recognize her. But raven feathers all around her and a cloak hanging all the way down. She just looks at you. Nim Lionheart. Never would I have thought you'd be in my domain. And yet here you are. Why is that?
Your domain? Who are you?
Turn you up a little bit. There we go. I am the Raven Queen, Nim. This is my domain. All those who die come to me to then be judged and sent onward. Again, I ask you, why are you here?
I died, I think.
You do not know. Curious. Generally, those who perish understand that fact.
It's not the first time I've died, but it's the first time I've ended up here. So,
Why, I am confused. By my recollection, you should have been here twice now. And yet this is the first time I get to see you. Why is that?
I don't know.
Hmm. She looks to the side, and Raven just kind of like lands down and drops a shard and just kind of pokes at it a little bit. What is this, Nim? It was found near you.
That's dangerous.
Why?
It's part of a weapon.
For a moment, you feel like she has this look of like, are you serious? You're going to tell me that it's a part of a blade? I can see that. Elaborate.
There's something evil back in the material plane, and it's trying to get these pieces. It's corrupted. Don't touch it.
Hmm. And what are you going to do with it?
Here, I don't really know. I need Korshana's help to get rid of the corruption.
Why is that?
She has a book that can get rid of it.
Hmm. This Korshana, the name is familiar. She too was supposed to appear here and did not.
That doesn't make sense.
It makes all the sense it needs to for me. All those who die come here to be judged. She died once. She did not appear before me to be judged.
Maybe she didn't die.
That is not possible. If she did not die, she would not need to be here to be judged. This is the way of things, Nim.
She isn't here to be judged.
You can see for obviously reasons that she is like glaring at you. Even though you can't see her eyes, she's just absolutely just glaring you down.
Look, he just thinks maybe the system's not working right or something. If it's really working so well, then she would be here, wouldn't she?
But at the same time, you caught her with no good retort. It's almost as if she doesn't know how to respond to you. There are strange things occurring on your realm, Nim. I personally cannot see to them. That is not my duty. But I can send those that can. I offer you two choices. Help me determine why there are people who are supposed to be dying or not, or be judged by me and go to the afterlife.
Can you tell me more about what kind of help I would be offering you?
You will be finding the lost souls that should be coming to my realm, but are instead trapped for unknown reasons to me. I feel like you understand what I am talking about.
I do. I do have to go back. So
Those are the terms of my deal. If you help me with this, I will give you a new life. You can choose what you wish to do with it.
I accept.
Very well. At the moment, you probably weren't really paying too much attention, but you still didn't have your left arm in your heart. And almost immediately, it all regrows back. And then she turns and looks at the raven that's poking at the shard, and then looks at you again. And what am I to do with this?
I'll take that.
Just
Can he?
looks at the raven. The raven picks it up and flies over to you and lands on your shoulder.
Oh. Thank you. Do they have a name?
Names are unnecessary for us, but I understand that you mortals find certain joy in them. You can give it a name, and it will respond.
Got it. I'll figure something out. Just trying to be polite, you know?
I do not have a heavy hand on those that I grant power to. But I also caution you not to take this pact lightly, Nim. I still hold power over all those who are dead or supposed to be dying.
Don't worry, I've heard that before.
She doesn't say anything and turns, and the raven, her body explodes into a cloud of ravens and just leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And then you are dumped in a pile of rubble.
Great. Anything that he can do about getting out of the pile of rubble, or is this like a not getting out of this anytime soon thing?
I like mentally pictured as like, you just fall on top of the rubble, but that is kind of true. Technically, you are.
He'd be
in the
underneath it,
rubble.
I think, right?
Yes, you're inside the rubble at this point. You're like, oh, this is uncomfortably awkward. It's not painful. It's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely don't have the strength to move anything. And if
Well,
you're where you think you are, you're probably buried under at least a couple 100 feet of stone.
Oh, that's not good. It's kind of a lot of time to figure out a name for the bird, though.
There's a convenient sized pocket of air, and the bird just kind of like, oh.
Perfect.
All right. We'll switch back over to Noah.
I'm ready.
What do you do?
Oh shit. Okay, I guess I wasn't ready. So what do I see in the room?
The more you look at it, the more you think this used to be somebody's like home.
Do I recognize it?
Nope.
No.
There's definitely a place to sleep. There's a place to make food. There are oh yeah, there's a bag of stuff. Basically, if you look into it, it's an explorer's bag
Okay.
of just things that you could use to travel.
Okay. But in terms of my, so first off, Noah's going to. Do I have control of my body?
Yep.
I'm going to pat myself down and check my body.
You're fine.
Okay. Do I look different?
Oh yeah. Well, no,
Okay.
technically you don't. You still look like a Vidalcan.
Sick. Okay. Um.
Here's where I'm gonna trip you up though. Your memories
Oh no.
are up to the point when you died.
Oh.
When the council executed you.
Okay. Okay. So when it says party, I don't know who the party is.
Correct.
Okay. Shit. Okay. Uh. All right. So I have the jug, but I don't know what it's for.
If you touch the jug, you get brief flashes of a child that you were very familiar with.
Okay.
A young child with scarlet red hair.
Does it invoke any emotion in my character?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Emotional protection and care.
Okay. So this is a little bit confusing for Noah.
Yes, but you also get the name Im.
Okay. Im. Okay. And I'm assuming, so I had already unequipped all my stuff because I assumed that I wouldn't have it. So, okay, that's good to know. I will gather the pack. I'm dressed, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'll gather the pack. There's nobody in here. Nobody
Nope.
like just sleeping. Okay.
And even a brief investigation can tell you this place has been abandoned for probably a couple days at least.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, abandoned for a week. That's a better term.
Okay. I will try speaking. Does
Yep.
is it okay?
Speaking works.
Yeah.
It sounds a little off. You're not sure why.
Okay. All right.
It's almost like your voice is being put through an autovox.
Ooh. Wonder what that could be. All right. I will gather up the pack that was set aside for me. And the alchemy jug. I'll put that in the pack as well if I can fit it. And head outside the door. If there's a door.
There is a door. You're in a box. There are no doors, no windows. No.
It could be a trap door, and I was looking for the wrong thing. Okay.
Open the door. It says wrong exit.
Yeah, open the door. It's like a brick wall. Thanks.
It's early morning when you walk out.
Okay.
You like walk out right out into woods. You're like, okay.
Oh shit. Okay. To the woods. I will. I guess I'll just. I'll try to approximate which way is west.
Okay.
And then I will just walk.
Okay. Roll me fate dice.
Here we go. That's 46, right? It's been like a million years.
Yep. It has been a million years, hasn't it?
That's a +1, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
You head out. All right.
So I'm trying to look for a road, possibly, or signs of people or civilization.
There is no road.
Okay.
But basically what ends up happening is you head west and you do pretty well, which is surprising even for you because you weren't much of a tracker.
Nope.
But for some reason you're able to head that way. And for the next week, it's relatively light. Your dreams, though, are the oddest thing you've ever had. You dream about a female woman that you've been in companionship with, were as a party for a while. her eyes glow a very strange color, one that you've never seen before. You would say she would be human except for that alone, but perhaps she's the spellcaster. Get out of here. And you also dream of a male boy. How about that? Of a young wolf shifter with comically large ears, but almost a goofy smile. And again, like a sense of familiarity, but at the same time, you don't remember ever meeting them before. And finally, of another young male, is Nim half elf? I think he is, yeah. Brooding, tends to keep to himself, definitely has a sarcastic tone to him, but overall isn't too bad of a kid. And you remember their names, Koroshana, Lowell, and Nim. And on the end of the week, you head into a town. And if you ask around, you find out that this town is Otislow.
Okay. All right. But I wouldn't know that that's where I am looking. Okay.
But it's definitely too late to keep going, so you'd want to get a room at this point.
Yeah, I'll try to find a tavern. Do I have any money on me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In fact, if you check your bag for money, you have 4,000 in gold pieces.
I'm not going to share that with the party when I meet them.
That's yo money. You absolutely should not.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. 4,000.
And you feel like that's because you've lost pretty much everything else that you've had.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sounds good. I will try to find a tavern, the nearest tavern in Odeslo.
You find a tavern, you get a room, it's pretty cheap. You get settled down for the night. You can square away your infusions as you wish.
Okay.
We will rotate back to Koroshana and Lowell.
Okay.
As Navorn is staring the two of you down.
Pathetically, Koroshana has scrambled out of bed and is trying to hide behind Thurai.
Thurai has kind of like got an arm around you, like to push you back behind her. But she's like, you still need to answer him.
You didn't find him where you found us?
No.
He was there.
I need you to be a little more clear than that.
He's at the bottom of the maze under the warehouse. He was dead. I don't think he's gonna stay dead.
Why?
Powerful beings tend to take an interest.
And he tends to agree to go along with them, especially when his life is on the line.
A raven appeared before we blacked out.
Now it's my turn to go shift everything around. Dice are important. I mean, honestly, I don't really need to have him roll.
I mean, yeah, he's a paladin.
But I will anyway, just in case he's dumb. Nah, he's not that dumb. Can you describe the raven?
It had red eyes. Otherwise, it was just a raven.
That doesn't sound like just a raven.
No, that's kind of what I'm saying. Again, just like only the eyes are above Thurai's shoulder. Koroshana is 100% cowering right now.
Yeah. The Raven Queen probably has him then. If what you say is true, young man, she would absolutely take an interest in him. That would explain why we can't find him. Moving on to the next question. What did you unleash down there?
What do you mean?
I mean, there's an ancient red dragon that just flew outside of the city capital.
Korshan's gonna poke Thrai in the shoulder.
Do we know where it went? Maybe we can figure out. Look, Navarne, I understand you want to go after this, and this is probably going to be weird, but perhaps we shouldn't right now. And that's mostly because how about we figure out what's going to happen with your son first, right? Be that as it may, you understand that I went to go talk to Lord Death, and he's absolutely going to be asking me what the heck just happened.
The void shard is gone.
Who is she?
Did I say a she?
I thought you did. What did you say?
I said the
The
void
void
shard is
shard.
gone.
I heard hopefully she is gone.
Oh no, I said the void shard is gone. Sorry, I'm mumble whispering because Korshan is scared. I can speak clearly.
Right. So retract that. If the void shard is still underneath all that rubble, that is something the Empire will have to deal with. We can't do anything about that. I'm more concerned by the ancient red dragon that appeared out of nowhere. Did that come from the void shard?
No.
She's no danger to you.
And how do you know that?
I know it.
Do you know this ancient?
If I do,
I only heard if I do.
that's all I said. It was a question. Like, what's he gonna do if I do and I?
Oh, okay. You can tell that he has a moment of like tense. And Ovak is like puts a hand on his shoulder and she like doesn't say anything.
Thank you so much, Brett.
Thanks, babe. I know you can't hear.
Comment about me.
Sai said thanks, babe.
Welcome on. Toots. Toots.
Toots.
He called you Tuts.
Guess so.
I'm a little jealous.
You can tell that they're having some sort of conversation, probably internally.
Korshan's getting smaller behind Thrai.
Does this ancient have anything to do with my son?
Not what's going on with him right now.
So they did before.
Nim knows her.
Yeah.
He just shakes his head and walks out. Ovak looks at Thrai, and Thrai's like, and then she walks out as well.
You can't let him hunt him.
I understand that, but you just opened a can of worms that I don't know how I'm gonna patch up.
If I say nothing, he goes and kills my child.
I mean, I get it; it's a real shit show right now, but I don't know. Look, I
It's
will.
not what's important right now, and he should know that. His son is missing.
The only people who know what happened to his son are also the people who just told him that they've been consorting with one of his most ancient enemies. He's not really in a good mood.
Is he ever in a good mood?
That's a fair question, and the answer is no.
None of us are in a good mood. Maybe he should learn to control himself.
I mean, I agree with you, but honey, look what I got to deal with.
Two people that I love have disappeared, and a third one is likely to come back, but I still don't know where he is either. You don't see me threatening to kill anybody.
No, I don't.
I think we should go back to the rebel. Even if he is coming back, I don't want to leave his body there.
Going back to the city is probably not a good idea. Because we don't know who was there and who saw what. The biggest concern is going to be the Empire. It's not even just Nivorn. It's the Empire that's going to want to figure out why a dragon just flew out of its probably most precious kept secret. And not just a small dragon either.
Yeah, she grew a lot.
Do you have any information about where Nim might be? Because the best I can do is going to be to distract him.
That last that I remember, when came to, he was on the ground and his arm was missing. And then guards came in and tried to arrest us, and Em was freaking out. I don't know where Noah was. And then just remember red scales and waking up here.
If he
Nim
recovered
has
us
to be there.
outside the ruins, that's probably where Nim is in those ruins.
He was right there. It's got to be there.
If the Queen has him, he might not be.
If his arm is missing. Oh, you're talking about the Raven Queen.
Yes.
Just thinking about the Winter Queen. Nim's got a thing for queens. Your next patron, RuPaul.
I need to distract Nivorn because right now, all he's thinking about is the fact that he doesn't know where his son is. He can't do anything if he is where we think he is. And he's going to go do what he does best. If the queen has him, I might be able to get him to talk to Bahamut and maybe work something out. I don't know how long that's going to take, though.
I'm not really an expert on that kind of stuff, but if that's what that raven was about. Nim is pretty quick on accepting deals when it's a matter of life and death.
If we can't
How-
go there to look for him ourselves, I don't see what else we could do.
How long have we been out?
Realistically, the two of you should still be resting. You've been out
Would
for
be
a
nice.
while.
How long's a while?
A week.
Jesus.
We have access to decent healers, but we don't have our best. So we did what we could.
Thank you.
The good news is that in that amount of time, Nivorn decided to not act. So wherever she might be far, far from here.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
So I will try that avenue and see if I can't convince Nivorn to at least talk to his patron, his deity. In the meantime, I don't recommend you guys going out and do anything strenuous, but might do you some good to go maybe to the town, get some fresh air.
What time is it?
Okay.
It's a good question. I honestly don't fucking know. I've been in this room for a bit now. We blocked off all the windows so it wouldn't wake you guys up. It's like walks over to one of the windows and opens it up and it's bright as day. She's like, oh,
Oh,
fuck.
no! No.
And you were giving me a hard time about warning.
You think I'd learn?
Well, a nap does sound good, but apparently we've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, none of you feel tired at all.
Guess
We could
walking
send
around a
couple
bit would
guards
be.
with you guys just in case.
Okay. Thank you for watching over us.
Of course. I mean, I'm a little worried.
My favorite guard. We bonded with him. He's a friend. We don't know what his name is, but
Ouija board guy.
Ouija board. Oh, Ouija board guy. Good to see you again.
Actually, I know what his name is.
Luigi's Mansion.
Maybe.
I guess we can walk around for a bit.
Yeah, let's do that.
Work out some of the stiffness from sleeping for a week.
Okay. So the two of you and two guards, the one who's friends with Nim that I, for some reason, can never remember his name, and Luigi, the Ouija board guy.
Luigi the Ouija.
We'll head over to start moving towards Otislow. You're all on horsebacks, but they're not like galloping really hard. They're taking their time. Nim.
Yep.
You've been lying there for who knows how long at this point.
Yeah, that's
Seconds have
prob-
turned to minutes, minutes have turned to hours, hours have turned to, you think, days. And
Yeah,
you're like,
that's
this is dumb.
Uh, is- I mean, I have some ideas of things he can try,
Sure.
but he does have a teleportation spell, but he does not know what is 500 feet in any given direction, because it could just be more rubble, and that's bad. Going 500 feet upward, also possibly bad. Uh, other option, is there enough room for the raven to get out of there?
Nope.
Hmm.
Raven's just kind of preening itself and seems kind of annoyed that it's still stuck here.
Yeah, don't worry, you and me both. Yeah, I think Dimension Door is the only option he's got for getting out of there. And it's a bad decision to make when you don't know what is on the other side.
The Raven starts poking at a stick, and you think it's what the fuck's the name of that thing? The rod of your Eldritch Blast thing.
Rod of the Pack Keeper?
Yep.
What it's
It's a
called?
rod of the Pack Keeper. It definitely has a different look to it. It's not the staff anymore.
Mhm.
It's just kind of poking at it. I need you to roll me 1d 10,000.
10,000, you got it. Make sure I put the right number of zeros here. I think that's the right number of zeros. Yeah. Have fun with that number.
You feel the sudden urge to remove all your weapons.
Okay, drop the rod again, because I think that's the only one he's got on him right now, right?
No, you're not wearing. You don't have it on you. It's next to you, and the Raven's poking at it, and it just
Okay.
kind of fires off.
I don't. Does he have any other weapons on him right now?
Nope.
Yeah. Well,
And it
If
turns
he-
to look at you and goes, "Caw."
I don't think I understand.
It starts poking at the stick again.
Can he reach it, or is it out of reach?
You can reach it.
Okay. I mean, since he wanted to drop weapons he didn't have, I mean, I'll try. Can he take it?
You can, but then you feel like you want to drop it again.
Is there any sort of roll he can do to not drop it, or he just automatically drops
You
it?
just automatically drop it again.
Great. Okay. Well, that almost worked. I rolled the 1 in 10,000 thing that would not let this work.
Roll another 1 in 10,000. As he pokes at it again and it fires off again.
No problem.
Yeah.
Look, oops, what the fuck?
That's
No,
not.
sorry. Sorry, I did
Try
not
that
put
again.
the D in there.
You should be able to highlight it and just press up. It'll bring up
Oh,
the
yeah, you're
last
right.
few things you did.
I hope that's better or doesn't involve dropping. Yeah.
Do.
Am I fucking this up real bad?
No. Suddenly all your coins start sticking to your body.
Great.
And there's like dust inside this rubble that is now covering your body.
This isn't helping, you know that, right?
Caw.
It doesn't sound like it.
Now what do you do?
It's got the rod. I don't think the D10,000 table is gonna get him out of here, but could try another roll off of it maybe.
If you want to try your dimension door,
Sure. What the hell?
roll me 46.
Yeah, you got it. It's literally the only thing he has to get out of here. I'll take it.
You pop up on above ground, like almost perfectly standing. I mean, it's not that great. You like appear about a foot above, and you're like, oh, this isn't so bad. There is nobody around you.
Oh, that's good.
You hear in your head, "Caw."
The raven didn't come with. Can he can he like unsummon, resummon the raven up here? Because it sounds like it didn't come with it.
You do that, and then the raven reappears with the rod in its mouth.
Oh, where's
Cool.
the? I should ask where the shard is. I thought the raven had it. Where's the blade piece?
Raven drops the rod and like pulls under its wing and pulls out the shard.
Okay, good. I just wanted to check where that was. For it was like under the rubble forever. Okay, he'll pick up the rod again.
The raven then tucks it back underneath its wing.
Perfect. Nobody's around. He's in Rec Centrum. I mean, the only place you'd think to go is back to the home that they have in Rec Centrum.
Okay.
If he can do that. If he has to stealth, I have a plan for that. But for now, let me know at what point he needs to start being stealthy to get out of there.
Roll me his stealth.
You got it. I mean, he has one more spell slot, and he also has Mask of Many Faces and stuff.
Oh, that's true. You do. You don't even need to roll stealth then. You understand at this point that being recognized in Rexington is a bad idea. Like that's not hard for you to figure out.
Yeah.
So I will say roll me 46 again.
Sure thing.
Okay. Yeah, you make it to the house, not a problem. But what ends up being a problem is nobody wants to let you in, and you're not sure if you want to drop the disguise.
Good point.
You can wait till, because right now it's daytime.
Yeah.
So you can wait till nighttime to do it, and less people would see you.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
I think that's the best he's got right now.
Okay. Nighttime arrives, and you change back into your regular form. One of the guards recognizes you. Oh, Lord Nim, please, right this way. Sorry, Master Nim, I think is what he would say. He wouldn't really call you a lord.
Didn't earn that title.
Nope.
Please, Lord Lionheart is my father.
And very quickly, the head of the house, not the head of the household. What's the fucking term? Damn it. The head butler. Sure. Head butler shows up and he's like, Master Nim, so good of you to be here. Although confusing, as your father already left quite some time ago. Is there anything I can help you with?
Do you know where he left to?
He went back to his estate.
Did he leave with anyone else?
He did. He left with 2 others. I believe you know them. They were with you when you arrived.
Yes. Okay, well. I think he's gonna go to the teleportation circle here then.
Okay.
He has no clue where you guys are, but they're the only people who'd be able to find you guys, I think. So. Are the materials around to do a teleportation circle cast?
Oh yeah, of course.
Cool. Doing that
Okay.
with the raven. Can you bring the raven with?
Yes.
Perfect.
Before you go,
Mhm.
this is the head butler. The Empire is inquiring as to the status of Navarne. They've been asking for him for a few times now, and they wish to set up another meeting with him. If you could send that along to your father.
If I see him, I'll pass that message along.
Very good, thank you. All right, and we will cut to Korshan and Lowell, who have made it in town.
Okay.
What do you do?
Lowell doesn't really know what to do, so he's probably
Yeah.
just gonna be wandering around aimlessly.
That's
Okay.
kind of what Cora was about to say. She's gonna be like, I don't know what we're doing here, so a walk, I guess?
Okay.
Yeah.
It takes but a few moments, but you find a very recognizable face walking out of a tavern.
Corshana stops dead.
Lowell, your party member, has died in front of you.
No, she stops
No.
dead
No, I
in her
stopped.
tracks.
I stopped dead.
Noah, you recognize them because you also have a pretty good perception, and they weren't trying to sneak.
How far are they?
They're in the cities. They're basically in the square, so they're probably 100 feet from you.
Okay.
Does nothing looks off about him or anything, right?
Not from this distance, no.
No? What?
100 feet. Unless you're just saying that to Korshan, sorry.
If he's been here, why? And he'll run up to him.
The furred little youngsters running at you, Noah. What do you do?
I am. Oh, there's a lot of emotions here. I think probably he will take a step back first. And then yeah, he'll take a step back first. Say, yeah. I know your face.
Wait. Where have you been?
Oh, what do you mean?
When I'm this close, does he look different at this weird at this point?
He sounds different.
But
remember, like he's got Autovox or Autotune on his voice.
What do you
What?
mean?
What? What happened to your voice? You sound weird.
I don't know. This is how my voice sounded when I woke up.
And where'd you wake up? You were gone from that room and was freaking out.
I know that name. Him. You must be
I'd
Lowell.
hope.
Excuse me, can you get out of the doorway? I'm trying to get out of this place.
Oh, I'm sorry. And then he will step outside of the tavern proper and over to the side where there's no people.
Okay.
Did Did you lose your memory or something? What happened to you?
It's kind of hard to tell if I've lost my memory. You don't really know what you don't know. But I have seen you and your friend in my dreams. You must be Lowell.
Yeah? What's the last thing you remember before you woke up?
My execution. Noah will look over at Korshana. You
Probably
must be Korshana, right?
still 30,
Oh.
40 feet away from you. She's just
Hey,
dead,
Korshana, right?
Okay, then
Dead-
he'll say
deadpan staring.
He'll say to Lowell then, your friend must be Korshana, is that right?
Yeah.
I saw another person in my dream. Do you know anybody named Nim?
Yeah, you at least used to as well.
I did?
You were traveling with us for quite a while. Or at least a version of you was.
What happened to him?
I don't know. You're not gonna try and turn me into a robot, are you?
This. What do you mean? How
And
do
that's
you know
enough to make
about that?
Korshana actually walk over.
How do you know about that?
That
Because this Noah doesn't know that much about what's been going on, right?
So you don't know what's been happening, but you know that was a thing that you wanted to do,
Yeah, right.
and you made another version for that specifically.
Is this Noah the one that made a pact with the Winter Queen?
Yes, that's you still remember that.
So I remember that. So I remember being really regretful about it.
Yes.
Okay, great, perfect. And I know that it's from my perspective, people don't really know about it yet, and it hasn't really become a thing yet, as far as I know. Right?
You're not sure because you don't know
Yeah.
where you are
Right.
time-wise.
But from what I remember, it wasn't yet.
So basically you knew that somewhere down the line, you were pretty confident not only were you going to be killed,
Mhm.
but you had set up the means to be reborn.
Right.
So
Okay.
you're not sure if this is that moment.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
so you're not the first iteration that was turning everybody into robots?
No, I can't say that I am. Um, the last thing I remember, I wasn't really in any position to have that technology be that widespread.
So,
I think Aiden got interrupted.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
You're fine.
So what was happening? Lowell was asking about the robots. So I was saying,
Shit, I forgot what you were saying.
because Lowell had asked if you was trying to make sure you weren't the
right, right.
iteration 1
Yeah.
or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and
Bex is trying to say something and her microphone didn't work, or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
else.
Oh, my headphones just cut out, but they're back now that you talked about me. I don't know. Fine.
I have power over technology. All right, so we can back up a little bit. Lowell asked if you were going to turn him into a robot.
Okay.
You don't know, and then he asked, "Oh, he said you're not version 1," and you're like,
I
"I
don't
know
what
what that
is.
means, but I don't know if that's the case."
Yeah. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know why he's asking it that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. No. As far as I know, I'm not that version 1. How do you know about that?
well, we've been traveling with you for a while, and we've been to your workshop. I mean, I've actually ran into version 1 before, and we saw what was left of version 2 in your workshop.
You've been to my workshop.
You,
That pretty much rules out the fact that you're lying.
You get a flash of insight as you're like, in fact, Lowell almost never lied. I cannot remember a time when Lowell has lied. I don't know why I'm having this moment, but I'm having this moment.
It's very like you, Lowell. I think. Is this as weird for both of you as it is for me?
It's like meeting a stranger, but with the face of somebody we've been traveling with for months.
Thought I'd never see you again.
What happened to the me that you guys were traveling with?
Don't know. You that was traveling with us was there one moment, and then I know something happened, but and some time passed. I'm not sure how much, but you weren't there afterwards.
Oh shit! Because time is frozen. Oh, okay.
I just know that M was freaking out, and so I feared for the worst. You were her dad.
Her what?
You were taking care of him. She looked at you as a dad, as her dad.
That must explain why whenever I hold this, pull out the alchemy jug. Whenever I hold this up, I see her face and feelings of protectiveness well up inside me, even though I don't think I've ever met her.
Well, the other you had, and spent a lot of time with her.
Sounds like my other self had quite a lot of fun. What brings you two here to Odeslo?
Where? We've been at Nim's house recovering.
Yet another not so coincidental coincidence, I suppose.
And you don't know where Nim is? I've seen Nim in my dreams as well.
I think he's back in Rexentrum where we were found, but we have no way to really get there to know for sure right now.
At that moment, Ovak is running through the streets, and she's like, Korshana, lol, guys, we need to go back. We need to go back right now.
What?
Oh, God. Oh,
What's going on?
I really should have thought that. Wizards don't run very often. Whew. Okay.
Hey, maybe you should work out some.
Fuck you.
So what's going on? What?
Cut over to Nim.
Ah.
Nim, you show up in the house.
Uh-huh.
What do you do?
Look for is anyone there? He's looking for anyone. First person he finds.
You run into a guard.
Is my father here? Is there I here? Ovak? Anyone?
I mean, I'm here. Do you need somebody, Nim? I'm here for you.
I appreciate it, but I need someone who can find people with
Find
magic.
people.
With magic.
With magic. I can't. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Sorry,
I guess
it's
they're
an
over there.
emergency.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Whatever. I'm trying to help. It's fine. They're open. It's fine. He takes you. What the fuck is that? That's a reversed gift, definitely. Anyways, he takes you over to Where would he go first? Yeah, he would go by the study. And as you approach the study, you can hear shouts. Navorn and Thurai and Ovak are in a heated discussion. And basically it boils down to if he's with the queen, just talk to Bahamut. Bahamut is not some fucking fetch boy to do this shit. That's not how this works. I talk to him when necessary, not when, oh hey, my son's gone. Can you take care of this thing? That's not how so that's what it ends up being. And he's like, they're over there. I'm gonna leave now.
Sorry, give me a second. I have half of a thought of something to say. I mean, that works too. Is the door open or closed?
It's closed.
All right. Is it locked? If he
It would be
tries
very
it?
awkward if it was, but no.
Great. Well, he can open it, and I guess I'll just be like, it's okay. No need to get Bahamut involved.
All three of them just stop and stare at you. And then they all just start talking. Sorry, Thurai and Navorn start talking to you. And you have a hard time catching what they're saying. You think one of them's like, where the fuck have you been? The other one's like, we were so worried. And then there's something of like, there's some ancient, and then there's something about how, why didn't you tell him? Also, keep it down. Also, why are you dealing with the queen? Also,
I think I heard about half of that. What?
and then finally Navorn just like in his booming voice is like, enough. Nim, glad to see you're okay. What in God's name happened?
We lost the Void Shard to the Winter Queen. And she killed Noah in the process.
Where did the dragon come from?
The dragon? What dragon?
There was an ancient red dragon that sprung up from the city. It had your friends in its claws.
Is that him?
Who is this him?
Noah's daughter? Adopted daughter. I told them to tell you this.
Thurai immediately is like, all right, Navorn, calm down. It's not that bad. Obviously, they had it well in control. And Novak's like, teleport. So you had an ancient red dragon in your group this entire time.
Not ancient. She was pretty small.
She sure looked pretty big when she flew out of the city. Are you sure she wasn't just hiding from you?
I don't think so, but I didn't see it.
I guess I'll have to ask a clarifying question and DM out of game. How much do you remember, Tig?
He would have been dead before that happened, so he wouldn't have seen
About
it
him.
happen.
How much do you remember about him?
He knows that she got reversed back
Okay.
to being smaller, but he never noticed that she was growing, so I don't think he has any concept that she would have turned ancient.
Roll me deception at advantage.
Sure.
Ooh. Wow, you got fucking. I forgot how good your modifiers
I
were.
need it because the roll is 5 and 8.
He just has like a look of like, I think there's more to the story, but I can't tell. How long has she been with you?
A couple of months.
Nim, you know this is a bad idea, right?
Not necessarily.
Why?
She's not bad.
I mean, she just wrecked a good portion of the city. I'm surprised your friends weren't dead.
They're okay.
Yes, they're okay. They should be in the house. And Thorai's like, not quite. What do you mean they're not in the house? Where did you, whatever. The point is, Nim, Reds are evil. They're the most evil of all the dragons. You know this. I know I've told you this countless of times.
Yeah, you've told me that. I don't think that's necessarily true.
Why? You've seen what they've done. You've heard of the stories. And it's not just from me. It's from the rest of the party.
I know that all of you have fought evil red dragons, but that doesn't mean all of them are evil. You've probably fought evil humans too, but that doesn't make all humans evil, does it?
The difference is that humans aren't born from evil. Chromatics are evil by nature. They are birthed evil. They grow evil. They do evil. Countless amounts of research shows this. It's not just me, Nim. Bahamut himself has seen it happen time and time again. Those who walk under Bahamut's name has seen it happen time and time again. It's why we do what we do.
But that's exactly what Noah was trying to prove, was that that wasn't true.
And what happens when she turns on you?
But she won't.
How do you know that?
She thinks he's her father.
Nim, I can absolutely tell you, not just red dragons, any chromatic dragon doesn't really care about that. There are no familial bonds there. All they care about is what power that they might take.
That doesn't sound like her.
Then it's possible she is hiding it very well.
I just don't think that it's true. Everything I've seen, she hasn't acted that way.
Be that as it may, Nim, even if I were to take your word on it, she's destroyed part of the Empire's capital city. People saw this. There's no hiding this.
Where did she go?
think she flew north. It's hard to tell considering it's nighttime. To be honest, I'm surprised the Empire hasn't tried to get in touch with me already.
Might have something to do with you talking about the void shard with them shortly before it vanished.
I'm gonna need you to roll me a deception again. Because you're hiding information from him.
No, he said that the Winter Queen took the void shard.
I'm alluding more to the fact that I just told Nim that the Empire is trying to get in touch with Navarne.
I feel like I'm not understanding where the deception is here. He thinks that the reason they're not contacting Navarne about fighting the dragon is because they probably made the connection that Navarne was bothering them about the void shard, and then shortly afterward the void shard disappears, and he thinks maybe they don't trust him. So I don't know if there's a deception involved, but that was my confusion.
The head butler asked Nim to tell Navarne that the Empire wants to talk to him.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, maybe he should mention that. That's right. Maybe I should take back the thing he said then. Forgot about that.
Yes.
The Empire wanted to talk to you. The guy in charge of the other estate was telling me to pass that along before I came here.
I don't know if that is good news or bad news.
I don't either.
Nim, you know what they're going to ask me to do, right?
What?
They're going to ask me to go hunt this M down.
You can't.
What do you want me to say? That I've given up that business? I'm not going to do that anymore? How do you think that's going to go?
You were injured recently. How far-fetched is it?
Let me put it another way, Nim. If I don't take the job, somebody else will.
Is it possible for us to come with you and make sure, I don't know, can you fake a dragon hunt and we can get her out of there?
Sometimes I have to wonder what it is that has happened to you while you were a Fae.
I'm not Fae anymore. That's what you wanted, right?
But you say things that I just don't understand. And it's at this point, unless you guys decide not to go with, Ovak doesn't like try to explain anything. She's like, we're teleporting. So unless you decide not to go.
Do they take me with them? How does Ovak react to me?
She recognizes you and would have picked you as well.
I don't recognize Ovak though.
Okay. Do you go along with the teleport?
I'll first ask where are we headed? What's happening?
Probably going back to Nim's house. We should go.
Okay.
trust Ovac. It's okay.
And if you say so.
Do we have to? We have to like hold hands to be teleported, right?
She
No?
only has to see you.
Okay.
That was only for Nim. Okay, you all appear in Nivorn's study as he asks that question, which now I'm trying to remember. Sometimes I wonder what happened to you. That's right.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Oh, Tim, you're back.
yeah.
What? When'd you get back? What happened?
Today,
What's going
I-
on?
what? Is Noah there? Noah's there, right?
Yep.
Noah?
You must be Nim.
You died.
Nivorn almost
What?
goes for his weapon and then realizes he doesn't have it. And Thrai's like, okay.
This.
Time out. We're going to have this conversation later. The four of you, let's leave before this gets worse.
Okay.
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 I'll watch over them, Nivorn. Ovak, are you okay? You're out of breath.
What a
Oh,
savage. No
She like
chance.
flips Thrai the bird on a couch.
I think I think she needs to go on a jog every once in a while. Might-
Off. As Thrai's like pushing all of you outside the door. Let's go to the kitchen. You know, it'd be good right now. Let's get some snacks. I'm sure they've got some cookies and anything
No
else
pastries.
weird. I'm sorry?
I said no pastries.
I'm not that hungry, actually.
All right, not the kitchen, okay? Let's go to your common room. All right, what the fuck?
Okay, I guess we're back in the common room.
Yep.
So,
Thrai's like, okay, all right. This is getting really rough right now. Your father doesn't like change, Nim, especially this kind, so this is really bad. Also, your friend sounds different, which is really bad.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting this either.
yeah, this is a
I'm-
different Noah, but not the Noah that's currently trying to turn everyone into robots.
Great.
I don't
no
think
idea what that means.
Okay.
It's not version 1.
Great.
Sure.
I just don't know which version this is, but
Hey Noah, which
He-
version are you?
What do you mean by version?
Cool. Good answer.
Clarification, you would understand what that means.
Okay, well, I'm the final one.
Yes,
Is that-
that's a better answer.
Okay. I'm the final one. I had some protocols set up to revive myself in the event that I died, and I guess it procced.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
So
so-
I think that our last memories of each other are different. You said
Uh-huh.
that I died.
Yeah.
How? Because For me, I died by execution from the council.
Do the words void shard mean anything to you?
That's what it was called. Was that what it was called in the? Yes, it does. Dangerous. Don't touch it.
You touched
You
it.
definitely touched it. Not your
Why would I
fault.
do something so foolish?
Great question.
Probably for science. That's why you seem to do a lot of strange
For
things.
science.
No, and
There's no
his-
point in doing science you already know the result of, though.
It was the
That's
Winter
not
Queen.
true. I'm just gonna throw that out there as a scientist. That is not true.
The Winter Queen made you take it to the Feywild.
Oh.
And you kind of disintegrated
Yeah.
the process. Spent like a week trying to get back here to tell you. I didn't even think you'd. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this.
So
Well,
that's why I am freaked out.
to tell you all the truth, I don't remember any of you. What I know of you are from dreams that I have seen. So, this is really strange for me because sometimes I don't know if what's a dream and what's real anymore. I don't know if that makes sense.
If you're the final version, are you a robot?
Do I know the answer to that?
You don't, but you have suspicions.
I have an idea.
Going by my vocal qualities, either something bad happened to my vocal cords or yes. In a strange way, it's more likely yes, I'm a robot. Weirdly enough.
And robots dream?
I guess so. I guess so.
Huh.
Bex, your thing stopped working.
Serious, man?
All right,
Shit is
it's
such
good.
bullshit.
It's good.
Ugh. Headphones. They've been cutting in and out like this whole game. She said Kalistar can't, and I did. So I guess anything's possible.
Do I know it? Does Noah know anything about Kalistar? He doesn't know. Because he only knows like how
The name is familiar, and you don't know why.
how detailed were his dreams? Was it like flashes of their time together, or was it like
Flashes of time together, yes.
okay? So there's some details that there are a lot of details that are missing. Okay. What are Kalistar again?
You're looking at one.
Does that explain your eyes?
Sort of.
Oh shit.
Interesting.
Lol, my eyes. Are they the same?
It's so long since you asked that question.
He'll look at her eyes. Are they the same?
What colors have I given you so far? Black and what?
They were black, then they were starry, then they were gold, and now they're silver. Or they were
Now they're-
silver when I was
now they're
working for
red.
the Winter Queen.
They're red.
Now they're red?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fucking horrifying. Wait! This is a pattern I do not like.
Like, is it like a solid red, or like here's some eye drops red?
Yeah, it's a solid red.
Okay. Okay.
Or
That's actually that imagery
deer?
is quite stark.
Yeah, it's really fucking scary. Yeah. Which I love as a player. But
You mean to tell me you've been walking around me all day and you didn't want to mention that my eyes turned red?
You're gonna turn this on me.
All of you,
Korshana would.
all of you didn't notice it until right now.
I
Just
just
to throw
noticed
that
it.
out
But
Even you, Noah, you were like, I mean, I looked right at her, and I don't remember seeing that her eyes were red.
oh. I kind of just figured your eye color changes regularly, but
No.
judging by your reaction, I don't think that's true.
It usually means something. I'm not sure I like what I think this means, but regardless, apparently no. It has nothing to do with my race.
That's neat.
Anyway, we've wandered pretty far off the point of this conversation.
Hey, Noah,
Yeah.
if I said I thought I had a way to tell if you were a robot or not, would you be okay with me trying something?
For some reason, I thought you were gonna say you had an idea, but I wasn't gonna like it.
I mean, also that. Same general idea. I've been more or less told not to phrase it like that.
I mean, it's nothing invasive, is it?
I don't think so. I don't really know.
Sure. It'd be nice to know for sure. I
All
don't have
right.
to disrobe or anything, right?
You all watch as Nim, for a brief moment, takes a mask of a raven, and then that kind of disappears. Nim, you can tell that Noah is neither alive or dead. You can tell that Lowell is alive, Korshana is alive, and Turai is alive.
Cool.
He's also, Noah's not undead either.
It's a good distinction. So not alive, not dead, not undead.
I'm re-dead. That's a neat mask.
I don't know if that answered anything, but I know what you're not.
What am I not?
Not alive, you're not dead, you're not undead. The rest of you are alive, congratulations. I think you probably knew that though.
Assurances are always welcome.
Mm-hmm.
But this doesn't mean that I'm a robot, right? Do I remember if where I put my charging
know-
plug? or
know-
something, or some kind of like the one that robot Evelyn was checking for the first time. Do I remember where I put that on my plans? The blueprints?
You don't need one. Your final version doesn't need it.
Sick. Okay. Damn it.
Nim's got his whatever rod of the pack keeper with him, right?
Yep.
Can you just like reach out and like tap Noah with it a couple times, see if he makes a metal noise?
I'll leave this up to Aiden.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, this is the backup check to see if you're a robot.
Hmm. Because I did make him a warforged, but
Yep.
it
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily have to be metal, right?
It's true.
He does not.
This is just Nim
Um,
going like, well, maybe if he's a robot, he'll make a noise other than what a person sounds like when you tap them with the stick.
You know what? I think it's going to be. It's not going to be metal unless Nim cuts into it, into the flesh.
Oh no,
Oh,
he's the
just
Terminator.
tapping you with the stick.
Yeah. So the best way to know is like, you know that scene in the Terminator 2
Yep.
when he's like,
Yep.
when he like cuts his arm and then
Yep.
rips it off. Yeah, like that.
That's legit.
There's
That is
one way.
legit.
There's one way to find out.
So he feels normal. I mean, you're like squish, squish.
And the not being alive or dead thing kind of throws me off.
I mean, I don't feel tired or hungry. I mean, how often does that happen?
I mean, you were never much of a complainer in that sense, so I don't know how often that happens.
But that's because from my dreams, we had a cook in the party. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, I cooked for everyone.
Yeah, I saw that came up in my dreams sometime.
So you can sleep. You just don't feel like you want to right now?
That sounds familiar.
Really? Are you like that? Tune in?
I was. I don't know if I am anymore.
That reminds me, what were y'all doing with the old me before? What were we up to?
Oh, just trying to stop your robot army that you may have let loose on the world a couple 100 years ago.
And not
doing a
doing a
Wait.
very good job, I might add.
Wait, what year is it?
Mm.
Oh no.
Lowell would tell him whatever year it is.
Yeah, whatever year it is. We say a number.
So this is where at some point Noah could be like, "Oh, maybe my plan is in action if it's been that long."
Yeah, it's like, whoa, that is a long time. How widespread is it?
Not very yet.
Why do you ask?
200 plus years is a long time for this plan to be in motion. Trying to assess the damages, I guess, so to speak.
Fry is gonna be like, "Excuse me if I butt in for a moment, but what plan are we talking about?"
Ah, yes. Well, I guess since it's been so long, I don't think they'll mind me talking about it. But Vorchard, not good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I saw visions of the future where it was used as a weapon in war
Mm-hmm.
to wipe out everyone in the empire and dynasty. And so um, I came up with a plan to turn everybody into robots that could withstand it. Or, yeah. Uh, in hindsight, probably not the smartest idea.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
I had that
Uh-huh.
same
I
idea as
bel-
I was just about to die.
Do I believe that Noah is against the robot plan?
Are you insight checking him?
That's I yes. Can I insight check him? I guess.
Noah?
I mean, like, if he's already met the Winter Queen and seen the future that he would have seen from his robots, then he was already feeling regret. Um,
Okay.
so, while not being able to, I guess, ruminate on it as long as the other Noah did, because the other Noah had time to like absorb everything and kind of deal with the mass the implications of it when he was going through his memories that the Winter Queen gave him. I guess this Noah is just like, oh, that probably wasn't a really good idea from what the Winter Queen has shown me. But he hasn't
Okay.
been like, oh, I regret everything. I was such a loser. Kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's also at this point, Noah, where you realize, why do I remember all of that? Because I asked the Winter Queen to take it.
Yeah. Ah, yes. Yeah. All the memories of. Oh yeah. It's true. That is true. I shouldn't even have any of these memories. Did the other Noah remember his past?
The other Noah asked the Winter Queen for his memories back.
What did it cost?
A lot.
He said that he saw himself being decapitated.
Korshana walks as far across the room as she can get.
Can't believe he knows how to phrase it that way.
Is what?
Never mind, don't worry about it.
You're right, in?
I'm fine. Everything's fine here.
Farai's like, okay, I'm going to go talk to Navarre, maybe calm him down a little bit. I'm glad you're all okay. I do have to ask, do you all vouch for Noah?
I
I'm
mean,
sorry. What was your name again?
I'm Thurai. I know we've met
Thurai.
before, but technically haven't. Weird.
Yes. Thank you.
I mean, he remembers things that. Well, I mean, if he remembers stuff he got from the Winter Queen, then. I mean,
Question.
Yep.
Why do I need to be vouched for again?
Because Nivorn notices that something's wrong, and that's bad.
Ah.
And this is not a really good time to have these odd things keep happening.
Yeah, I think my
Well,
father
that's-
kind of wants to kill something right now, and probably don't want it to be you, so.
Is he always like that?
Yeah. We also don't want it to be Im either, which does. Do you remember Im at all?
I've seen visions of her, but I don't. she's in like the same kind of place where you guys are to me. I feel like I know her, but I don't. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you know where
Right,
she
the answer
is?
to your question is yes. So
You should go, Thurai. We'll sort this out.
Thanks, Thurai.
no, we don't know where she is.
More to the north. That's all I know right now.
I hope she's in hiding.
When we got here, these two were surprised to see you, Nim. What happened to you?
Well, I got to leave my pact with the Winter Queen early, which
We
killed
noticed.
me. Yep. But I made a new one with the Raven Queen. Apparently I was supposed to end up there before now. Apparently you were too, Korshana.
Does no one know anything about the Raven Queen?
Roll a religion.
I asked because
I'm
this
gonna
never
do the
gets
same.
rolled.
I think she'd be vaguely familiar, but
Do it. Come on.
I'll roll
No.
just
You
for the heck
waiting
of it.
for?
Nice.
5.
No one knows
Oh.
everything about this.
I am the Raven Queen.
What did you roll back?
5.
Okay.
So I think I know that like ravens and death have something to do with each other vaguely.
That's
Okay.
that's good for you. Lowell, you're about the same. You're like Noah, not only do you know who the Raven Queen is, you've done extensive research on her because you know of all the patrons that are in this world, she would probably be the one who has the most problem with what you're doing. So
Yeah,
that's
that
one of
makes
those
sense.
things like I hope I can kind of slide under the radar. And then when Nim's like, hey, the Raven Queen, you're like, oh fuck.
She didn't mention anything about me, did she?
Not you specifically, but
Okay, good.
what I had to agree to more or less has to do with what you did, so same difference.
As long as I'm not in trouble.
I can't really answer that. I'm
It's probably best not to ask her next time. I'll just let her
Sure.
bring it up if it gets to
Nim's familiar goes, Ka, nevermore, Ka.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm supposed to find out why a lot of souls haven't been ending up where they're supposed to. And I think we kind of know why that is.
Be a quick one, huh?
But why was Korshana supposed to be there? Did you die before Korshana?
Nim's father killed me.
Didn't mention Lowell. Lowell died then too.
Hi, Toby.
Korshana?
He's gone.
I know something's possessing Korshana. The Summer Queen has her again.
Uh-oh.
This is really hard. This is really hard.
Sorry, a
Amnesia's,
very cute dog walked into my house.
amnesia is a tough mechanic.
No, it's not just amnesia. Like amnesia from like scratch is not that big a deal because you can just say I don't know anything.
Partial
Right.
memory, yeah.
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 It's just a bunch of skill checks. Do I like have I
Right.
heard of this?
Mm,
Like having to decide like what I know, what I don't know for the sake of continuity is really hard.
Mhm.
So sorry ahead of time.
That's okay.
I put
I-
you in this position. It's fine.
Okay, blame silent.
Nim, your raven starts poking at you,
Ow. What?
and it looks at Korshana, and then pokes at you.
Oh, no.
Less talkative than the last few, Nim.
We spoke it into existence.
Seems
Yeah.
kind of interested in you.
Ah.
I
Something
don't
to
know what
say.
I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
I
Runner
checked,
right
I
in and
checked-
pulls out the shard.
I checked before. Oh god, I forgot about that. There's a lot going on.
Cora will scramble for her book. Which is on
Raven's
somewhere
like
wherever
slowly
she's
inching
looking.
towards Nim, getting about to touch him with the shard.
Stop!
Oh no. The troll raven.
I will
Oh no,
try and
please, no, don't.
close my
Don't
book
do
on
that.
it.
You can put the raven in the book too.
Around the raven.
Just a beak. She's not
Have
at
you-
her best right now.
That's great. Roll me. Oh god, what do I want you to roll me?
Something dexterity oriented.
Yeah, roll me something dexterity oriented.
I mean, I don't think
Sleight
I
of
have any
hand to see if you can
proficiencies
pull it
anywhere, so it's just a straight dex roll for me. Unless it's a save, but I doubt that. Nope, nope, this dice going in dice jail. That's a 5.
Man, you
Total.
watch
A
as
five total.
Korshana just slams the book around your bird.
Oh,
hell?
fuck, sorry.
What? Are,
Gonna touch you with it.
I don't think it would really do that. I said it was dangerous.
He was about to touch you with it. I'm like trying to extricate the bird from the book.
The bird just like slides out the book and then plops on the ground.
Right.
Sorry.
why are you trying to kill Nim's bird?
No, I need. Is the shard still in its beak? Or is it in my book?
It's still in its beak, but it's not surrounded by this stuff anymore.
I will pick up the shard and then try and pick up the raven and be like, sorry. I spend a first level healing spell on the raven.
It pops up. Caw.
My apologies.
It like hops over to Nim's shoulder again.
I would like for us to be friends, so that was not a very good start, was it?
Caw.
Yeah, I think maybe you don't have the book near the raven anymore.
I mean, I'm not planning on. It doesn't have a mind of its own. I'm not gonna.
Caw?
Sorry, I wasn't expecting a blade shard to appear, so I just kind of reacted. I won't close your raven in a book again, even if it's holding another shard of the blade, okay?
Sure.
Caw.
Korshana having like oy vey like vibes right now.
You want to get this done quick, Nim? And she's like holding the uncorrupted piece of. Or I can pocket it if you prefer.
This leads me to realize a small thing. I guess does he have the other blade piece thing?
Which other blade piece?
The fused one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he'll take that out.
Which piece are we adding to the? Which one is it?
I don't know. Does Nim put it together?
I mean, will my book tell me? It should tell me, right?
No, the book does not tell you. The only way you've been able to tell is because his Nim's tattoos light up.
I thought you said that the book had a picture of the shard with each piece that she's cleansed.
Okay, yes. But I think Bex is asking which one in terms of the death, destruction, pain, deceit, freedom
Yep.
that I told you about.
It's because so you've told me that the book basically has a diagram of each
Yes.
shard,
Correct.
which one it is, and where on the sword it goes.
Okay, I guess that's my fault for not clarifying. You can tell how a blade is made, but the symbols were based on the tattoo that Nim has on his arm, which is how you could tell which ones he had because they light up. Does that make sense?
Okay. So we know where it goes on the blade, but not which one it is.
Correct.
Okay.
I guess Ashana doesn't use the old super evil language in her book.
Well, you and I have actually gone back and forth about that as well, Sai, whether or not it's in the Quarry language and Korshana can read it. I thought she could read it,
I thought she couldn't.
except
'Cause
for the one
otherwise-
mystery one.
Because otherwise, you would know what all of them say. So I think it's in a
Yeah,
language.
she
you don't
did.
understand. Did
It
you?
could be like
Yeah. When you first told us what all the pieces were, you were like, oh, you do actually, now that you're looking at it again, you realize you can read all but one of these symbols because they're in the Quarry language.
Oh well, all right.
it could be like the
I
in
thought it
Lord
was
of
all in
Rings.
the evil language, whatever
That's
that
what I
was.
I
thought.
mean, it's
too.
the same. They're the same.
They're
They
like
come from the same
dialects of
place.
each
They have the
other.
same name. They speak the same language. They're the same species. They're the same kind of spirit. It's just one's evil and one's not. Like, they communicate with each other in a common language of the dream plane.
Hmm.
That's my understanding of it based on the lore.
I thought it was. I always thought of it as like, in Lord of the Rings where Gandalf is talking about the writing on the One Ring, and how it's like Elvish, but it's like a derivative of Elvish.
That'll be a good way to put it, I guess.
So it's familiar, but I can't read it
Yeah.
because it's Quarry, but it's not the kind of Quarry. It's like a dialect that I don't understand.
Yeah, maybe
Yes.
some jargon you don't understand.
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever you rule. I just want to make sure I have it clear. Okay. Let me just write that down.
Oh, DM, question.
Yo.
For the dreams that I was having, was there like any dialogue, or was it just like a bunch of flashbacks?
There'll be dialogue, yeah.
Okay. So there are some things that I would like, some explanations that would pop up.
Yes.
Bits of explanations that I might understand. Okay.
Yes.
Is that something I should ask you, or
Yes.
Or
But I'll let you know.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. It's gonna be a lot of hey DM. Did Noah dream of this? Or...
So I will say between you, Korshana and Nim, you'll understand you have the death one.
Ooh.
That's what I was gonna guess.
Makes sense.
Lore death.
I mean, just may as well get it over with.
What happens if we try to put them together?
I think it was a question for you, Sai.
Yeah,
Are you the one that's not powered?
yeah.
Nothing.
The death one, the one I just cleaned or cleansed,
I
and
mean,
we
the
can't
death one
attach it.
goes to your sword, so your sword is bigger now.
Cool.
Okay.
Ooh.
But the pain does not do anything.
Yeah.
So we have
Not-
3 now, fused in one.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes.
So,
And the fourth that's not fused.
okay. Which, out of game, we're trying to activate before we cleanse it.
Yeah.
But Noah may or may not know that.
I don't know if Korshana and Nim ever had a chance to talk to you guys about the dream walk that Korshana did with Korisa and all that shit.
And what you
before
guys
we
are.
ran off to the Void
okay.
Shard, so you wouldn't know. I don't think you'd know it either
Yeah.
way, actually.
So we
No.
just see you slam shards into the book, but never really know why.
When you see the sword getting put together each time, so
I think what Lowell and Noah haven't gotten talked to about is like the fact that Cora Issa was like, no, you have to re-corrupt and then cleanse this shard in order to get it
this one,
to fuse to the sword.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So if you were to explain, we need to shove this into your father, we'd be like, what?
Yeah,
that wasn't specifically what he was told, though.
yeah, that's just what Tig and I are thinking is gonna happen.
That was your guys' plan, but if Korshana says that, then that would be Noah's response. Like, excuse me?
There's a knock on the door.
Yeah.
I'll answer it since I already walked away from the group.
It's a guard face that you don't recognize, probably one of the new ones. I was
Not
just
the
wondering
ones
if
you
you guys wanted dinner.
Oh, it's that late already.
Can you send it here?
Sure.
Yes. She's turning around to see what you guys think.
Oh, what was the question?
Dinner?
Not
Din-
that hungry.
Dinner would be good.
Have them send it here?
Did you close the door on the guard or not? I'm just making sure if he's still
No.
there.
No.
Okay.
I literally I opened the door and then I just turned around and started talking to them.
Oh, because you're like, have him send it here. So he's like, okay. And then he like heard you ask. And he's like, all right, I'm going to wait just in case.
Yep. I'm assuming we've got more things to talk about that would probably be easier to not discuss in front of Nim's dad right now, so it would probably be for the best.
You hungry?
Or
Just 3 dinners, I guess.
3 dinners. Okay.
Thank
3
you.
dinners coming up.
Please tell them we said thank you.
Sure. Bye.
For only 3?
Damn.
Noah said he's not hungry.
Yeah, we've got Korshana, Lowell, Nim, and Thrai.
Oh, I forgot Thri's there. She said 4.
No, Thra left.
Thrai left?
Ryan
No,
left
that's, yeah.
When?
Thri left.
talk to
Yeah, she was like,
Newborn
I'm
she
gonna
left
go
a while
talk to
ago.
Noah
Oh, yeah, that's
because we
right.
need to make sure you guys, because Noah's weird, and last thing we need is.
I was
Newborn.
right.
The fourth
said
one's for
3.
the fourth one's for Keithra.
The 4th one's for Im. Oh!
Oh no, we need
Oh,
5.
you got to do that to yourself.
We
Oh, no.
need 5. We'll just
We
eat
need
the
8 meals
leftovers.
for all of our fallen party members that aren't in our
Okay.
party anymore. Pour one out for all of them.
Yeah, I know. Oh, have some chat.
For all the different versions of Nim?
Yeah.
God.
And Im, Keithra, the other version of Noah that did eat.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Shadow and Rainbow?
Mm.
We can get some food just for his raven.
We need a food for Heek too.
Oh, Heek.
Good old Heek.
Oh, I'm gonna miss Heek.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who else
you
are we
can still
gonna go
talk
to?
It might not be a good idea.
It's a really bad
Who else are we
plan.
gonna go
It's
to
almost
for?
as stupid as talking to Korisa. Oh wait.
Is that a stupid idea?
I love it.
Who are we gonna go to for lore dump now?
It's true.
I did
The
pick
Raven
up an
Queen?
expensive spell for lore dumps if you guys want.
Hey, I have 4,000
Hey,
gold.
Noah has 4,000 gold.
Oh good, because it turns out Undying Warlock can get legend lore.
Ooh.
Hey.
And I may have picked it up,
sick.
so
Perfect. Our dying was useful. Our dying was worth it.
maybe,
So
don't,
worth it.
maybe don't say that specifically.
Oh yeah, that's what Korshana thinks. Absolutely.
I'm so glad you guys died. I inherited my own will.
Leave everything to the other version of me that will come back after I die.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh man. Fuck, what were we talking about?
That's kind
I
of what I
was
was wondering.
I was trying to remember what we were talking about while you all were joking around.
The
Like,
DM
what?
remembers.
What were we talking about
Hey
before?
DM,
Something-
What
you
were we talking about?
can
You
you
were talking
proceed
about
a
stabbing
conversation?
somebody's
For...
father with a shard.
All right.
No, oh no, that was out of character, excuse you.
Oh, that didn't sound like it was out of character.
We
Well,
basically
Yeah,
had
but
out of
just
accent, so.
it had basically been Nim had just put the shard into the sword, and then the
Yeah.
guard showed up, basically, right?
Right.
My understanding, I thought Bex was like, so Nim, do you want to take care of this now?
No,
Yeah.
I was talking about the one I
Yeah,
just
no.
cleansed. She's not talking about pain. She was talking about death.
Okay.
Okay.
Like she already knows that Nim has. Well, I guess she assumes that Nim didn't lose pain if he didn't lose the 2 fused pieces. So she's not even thinking about that right now.
So.
Bigger fish to fry.
What a terminology.
If she's not going to suggest stabbing Navorn when Navorn is trying to kill him, like this is not.
It's a bad
It's
time.
not going to happen, Silent. I thank you for trying to box me into that corner, but fuck no.
Are we gonna be able to get any more of these shards anymore? Are you still able to teleport like you were before, Nim?
I don't think so. That was because I was Fae.
Didn't Korisa say that some of the shards were on different timelines?
She did, and I think we found the 2 that were here. But there were other things here that we wanted to investigate.
Yeah.
We still have to find M. We're
There's a
not
knock
done.
at the door again, and then it opens, and the guard walks
Oh,
in with the food.
Jesus. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
He's taking his time giving everybody food.
I'm brusquely grabbing it out of his
Thanks.
hands.
Still taking his time.
They charge gratuity.
So anyway, Nim, about the time that you died,
Sorry, what?
is that hurrying the guard up at all?
He's like, Nim, are you okay?
Jesus, can you leave?
I don't think you want me to.
No, they can stay.
This guard's name is
God.
Jesus?
Oh God.
Hey, Soups.
Arshana just takes her food and pouts. She knows who that is now, and she's annoyed about it.
The guard sits down and starts having some food with you all.
You were asking, Lowell?
Hmm?
I believe our friend here has answers to your questions.
This guy?
This,
No, you look awfully different. You sound
So do
different.
you. Who are you?
I do? Damn, I didn't know we met before. Come on, Lowell. Come on. Work it out. Come on. Do I need to slide some
Wait.
grease over there?
Korisa?
Hey, got it in one.
I'm
Up,
kind
guys.
of golf claps.
A lot more chipper than. Does Noah remember have? Nope.
You never met Cora Issa.
Right.
You met Marty.
So I don't know the names are related.
Correct.
Okay. Who's Cora Issa?
Does Marty ring a bell?
Yes.
There you go.
How much of Marty does Noah remember? Like the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it.
You remember they are the Summer Prince, and that they have done some deals with you.
Did you sell me a dragon?
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
So Marty is Cora Issa.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you know where M is?
I have a pretty good idea where she is, yes.
Do you mind telling
Yeah.
us?
I could tell you, or I could show you.
Okay.
Is she okay?
Okay is a relative term. Well,
What does that mean?
Well,
you're
if
not going to be happy where she is, but you will be happy that she's alive.
where is she?
She's currently dealing with the fact that some people are actually really happy that she's a, big scaly thing.
What does that mean? Carissa, I'm not playing your fucking games right now.
Okay. I need you to calm down a little bit. Understand that we are still in an area where other people can listen in on this, right?
She mind links with
Well-
Carissa.
Oh,
Yep, deep speech.
okay.
The fuck is my kid?
Your kid is currently being held by kobolds.
Oh, they're worshiping her. She doesn't know what
Where?
the hell is going on.
They're in the mountain
Oh
range.
god.
She's safe there.
Again, safe is a really relative term.
What do you mean? Is she gonna die?
She's not going to die, but I don't think that's where you want her to be. You can't. If you're asking me if you need to rush there, the answer is no. She's not going to die immediately.
She's being worshipped by kobolds.
I'm gonna try and extract an actual location out of Carissa mentally. You don't. I mean, you don't have to tell me if she knows.
But
like-
she's going to be like, okay, I'm going to describe a cave to you. Does that make any sense? Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to give you any better information than that.
But you can take us there.
Yes, I can take you there.
Convenient.
What do you want in return?
I don't know if this conversation is still happening in Carissa's head.
I'll cut it. I'll cut it there.
Oh, okay. So he didn't hear that. He wouldn't have asked that then.
Well, we saw, we did hear the, I could show you,
Oh, okay.
so
Right.
so show us as in take us there, or just show us?
I can take you there.
Forgive my rudeness, but I don't think you're doing this out of the goodness of your heart. What do you want in return?
To answer that question, Noah, need you to remember more than what you do right now.
What do you mean?
I gave you M for a reason, and I need you to fulfill that reason.
Do I remember that reason?
No.
What are you talking about?
Because originally when you had the conversation with Marty,
Uh-huh.
was you were getting a protection for your lab. So the fact that
Right.
you're not now like matching up, you're like, it was for the lab. What? Wait, like
Yeah.
now things are stopping. Like they're not really making much sense anymore.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. I purchased the dragon from you to protect my laboratory,
Mm-hmm.
but now she was traveling with us.
Mm-hmm.
You'd,
I don't.
you'd shut down your factory and were raising her to prove that chromatic dragons aren't evil just because they're chromatic dragons.
Paul's got it.
That is a hard experiment.
Yep.
It certainly wasn't easy, but you were doing a pretty good job.
Which is why I went for you.
No
Because you
idea
don't
what
go
the
for the
schedule
easy
is.
stuff.
Is that a compliment?
It should be.
Sounded like it. I mean,
Can you take us to her?
But the reason why I'm telling you now here is because I think you're going to have to talk to your father, Nim.
and
Sorry, who was that to?
To you.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to clarify because Nim and M both sound really similar.
And
Sorry, what?
Your father's going to either want to or have to hunt. I'm not sure at this point.
He did already mention that. He thinks the Empire is going to ask him to hunt M. Do you think he's going to follow us? Or do you think he's going to want to come with us? I mean,
Take your father's history. What do you think he's going to want to do?
kill her.
Convince him that you can handle it.
I can try.
Nim, you have to.
you can't handle it, right? Yeah.
I can handle it, but convincing him that I can handle it is something entirely different.
Modular frame every 2.5 seconds.
Mm.
Oh, that's right. We have tubes set up now.
but you'll have to do it. We don't want to get to her and then have your dad kill her as soon as we reunite with her.
I know. I already told him that M was Noah's adopted daughter. I tried to be clear about that. He still thinks that all chromatic dragons are born evil.
I,
Am I
Well,
telling him that? What am I
he-
telling him exactly? That we're handling it by slaying the dragon, but not really doing that? Or am I telling him that we're
That-
finding another way?
Nim, do you honestly think lying to your father is going to work out?
Worth a shot?
No, Nim.
he
Come on.
well, he was
Yeah, you're
in the same house with her for. We were here for what, almost a week, or at least a couple of days,
I think so. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
and he was under the same roof as a chromatic dragon, and he might have noticed something was off with her, but I'm sure he could tell that she wasn't evil.
It's not a lie to say we're sure we can keep her from being a problem for the Empire.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
I can tell him
I
that.
mean, she's not, but Corisa, correct me if I'm wrong, but leaving her where she is might make that more difficult.
Yes. Absolutely.
Do I know anything about kobolds?
I mean, you'll know what everybody knows about kobolds. They worship dragons because they feel like they are part of them.
Should. I'm not sure where this is. She is, but I feel like the sooner we get to her, the better.
Yeah,
Yep.
I get that feeling too.
Now that we know where a member of our family is, I don't know that we can wait to go retrieve them.
Mm.
If
I'm not super fond of the method, but
well, if you'll excuse me for a minute. I guess then we'll go try to find Navarre. You guys can keep talking. I'm actually gonna be right
More
back for
belts.
1 minute. Before we do that.
before you leave, Nim, Korshana just stops you and says, I'm really glad that you're back.
Thanks. I'm glad you guys are okay too.
Quote unquote okay.
I mean, you're not dead. That's better than the alternative, right? I like the silence. That's a really good answer.
Oh, that was sorry. I was saying that out of character, quote unquote. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, being alive is certainly better.
Yep, I agree. That's why I keep coming back.
That's a good answer.
Living's good. I should really stop with the dying thing.
Nim's already gone.
Yeah.
Good luck with Navarre!
It's probably best that we didn't go, right? That was a good decision to let Nim handle this.
Yes.
I think it would make it harder on him if we were there. Yes.
All right.
Navarre isn't very receptive to anybody, but if anyone's got a chance, I think it's Nim, especially if their eyes there.
Guard is not with you guys right now, just FYI. I know you all have a high enough.
Fucking, I need to talk. It's like, we need to talk to you. Oh, she's just talking to the air. And you're like, I'm the only one who can take you to your child. And then you just disappear. Really? I don't really want to accept Corius's help at the moment, but I'm not sure we have much of a choice.
If it gets us to M, I'm okay with it.
All right, I'm going to interrupt you guys real quick so I can do what I was going to do to Nim. Nim, as soon as you walk out, Corisa cabadons you.
Hey.
Hi.
Role reversal, yes.
She just stares down at you. I know it had to be this way, but stop dying on me, please.
I'll try not to.
Convince your father that if he wishes to trust you and believe in your abilities, that he has to let you do these things. And if that doesn't work, Nim, you have powers that you can still use.
I don't think I follow. I don't.
Oh, man. Remember everything that was given to you. Does that
I
make
could
it
tell
more
if
clear?
he's alive or dead. I don't think that's
Before
gonna help.
that, dork.
Still not following.
You can persuade him.
Really?
Yes, really.
If you're sure. I'll try.
I believe in you, Nim. I have to.
I appreciate the confidence.
And then she slips back in the room.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Welcome back.
I had to take care of something.
I'm sure you did.
What's
What are we talking about?
Taking us to him.
Well, we'll have to wait.
We can't go with
Well,
that, Nim.
Roll over to Nim, since we have to wait on that. All right, Nim.
Great.
You got this.
At 5 seconds, I'm ready, I guess.
What do you
Do
do?
this. Let's see. Where would he expect his father to be? Because I guess
In
he
his
would go
study.
there. Cool. Always an easy answer. He'll go there.
Door closed.
At this point, just open it. Like, I'm not even bother with the knocking anymore.
Navorn's looking over some papers, and he's just like, "Hello, Nim." You're the only one that doesn't knock.
Evening. About the dragon issue.
Yes.
What if I take care of it?
What does that mean?
Exactly what it sounds like. Me and my friends can go take care of the dragon issue.
Nim, dancing around these words is not helping either of us.
I can make sure that she's not a problem to you or to the Empire or to anyone.
Will you be bringing her back here?
Yes.
Why?
She was already here.
She could have been biding her time.
I told you before, she's not evil.
Nim, come closer.
Okay. Hope.
He activates divine sense.
Great. What?
On one condition, Nim.
What condition is that?
I believe you understand what I can do.
Yeah.
If you bring her here and I even smell evil, I will destroy her.
That's fair. She's not evil. I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Fine.
Thank you.
I will go tell the Empire that we will handle it. How long do you need?
A few days, I think.
I won't ask any questions, but in 2 weeks' time, if I don't hear anything, I will have to act.
Sure. I don't think it'll take that long. But if it does, sure.
Nim, I think you're severely underestimating how dangerous an ancient red is. But you obviously have a penchant for not staying dead, so.
The dragon's not the problem here.
I'm not going to ask any questions because me not knowing, I think, is going to be better for both of us.
I agree.
2 weeks.
Got it.
Nim, be careful. Please.
Why does everyone keep asking me that?
Probably because you keep dying?
I don't stay dead.
Just go.
Bye.
Okay.
Cora would like to ask Noah if they can speak privately.
Well, of course.
I guess
And then
she
they
will take
will-
him
yeah.
to her room or something. She just wants to talk to him in private.
What's on your mind?
Sorry, can I just, and she's gonna reach up and touch your face. Are you warm?
Good question. Good question.
Leave it up to you.
Your choice.
I would say probably, but not in the way like internal body temperature warm.
So you're not like
Yeah.
cold.
It's like out of out of game. It's probably because of whatever internal systems are running, rather than because of normal body temperature.
Yeah, it's like my laptop is warm if I pick it up.
Exactly. It's like if
Yeah.
you put flesh on your laptop or something, and gave it arms or something.
Or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
With her hand on your face, she's just gonna say, I really thought I'd never see you again. And then she'll take her hand away and say, but I guess that's neither here nor there at the moment. To get him back, to get her back and have her be safe. I know you don't remember, but She loved the you that raised her, and I think that's the only thing that's going to get her back to us. So I think it's rather cruel to tell you a lot about this because she's not here with us anymore. But I think that I should tell you as much as I can so that you know her when you see her.
I'd like that very much, Korshana. I, when I hear about him, it's a strange feeling because what I've seen of her in my dreams seems so familiar, yet not. So anything that could help make that feel more real would be really helpful.
Or we'll spend as much time as we have telling Noah in as much detail as possible about what she knows about their relationship, some specific instances she's aware of, that kind of thing. What Noah's goal was with her, trying to get her to like nature versus nurture, all that stuff. I don't know how much time we'll have, but she's gonna try and bring him up to speed as much as she can.
Okay. That's gonna take a lot of time.
Yeah.
Okay. Nim, you come back in the common room. Cora, Issa, the guard, and Lowell are just kind of chilling. Sup?
Well, it worked. I convinced him we've got about 2 weeks before he gets involved.
Nice. I knew you could do it, Nim.
Thanks. So, I guess we leave tomorrow?
Sure.
Tonight? I don't really know where we're going exactly, but there's Ivy.
Hello.
We'll sit down next to guard Corisa.
Gories.
I don't want to leave her there any longer than we have to, but it being this late, it would probably be better for us to leave in the morning.
Great. Sounds like a plan. If you excuse us, the guard takes Nim's hand and they run into their room.
Bye.
Don't forget the liquid courage.
I don't feel like Corisa needs that at all.
That's for Nim.
Cora Issa actually changed back to her antler form.
Mhm.
And it doesn't look like it saw it in the dream. It looks normal.
Interesting.
And this Korisa Kabedon also?
No.
Damn.
He does a whole lot of other things, though.
Oh, shit.
What does Lowell do for the rest of the night?
I guess since he got left by himself at this point, he'll just meditate for the rest of the night.
Okay. All right. We'll transition into the morning. Does Cora Shana go back to her room?
This was in her room.
Never mind. Does Noah go back to his room?
Yes, if once they finish, yeah.
Once they
While
finish.
while you sleep, all the conversations you had. So this is where they really fuck you, Aiden. All the conversations
Jesus.
you have, you remember your past self having those conversations. So any of the things that the players have brought up, you remember?
Okay. So it's coming
So all
back.
the stuff
Okay.
with M too.
Yep. Yep.
So it needs to be
Good, good, good,
mentioned
good,
for
good.
it to. Okay. Okay. Okay.
No big deal.
Okay. Good. So those don't feel like a dream anymore.
They still feel like dreams.
Okay, but they feel more vivid.
Yes. Each one of them has emotions attached to them and stuff like
Okay.
that.
Great. Great. Like as if I were actually there instead of watching it.
No, it still feels like you were watching it.
Okay.
You can feel the emotion in the scene, but you're like, it's just something about this doesn't feel right.
Okay. I still feel like I'm watching someone else's memory.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cinematography is great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hopefully that helps with the whole M being like Papa, and you're not just like, who are you?
Yeah, Papa, okay, like, I remember.
Hopefully the love. You feel the love.
This was such a good scene.
We want Noah to feel the love.
It's my favorite part.
I love this part of the movie.
Oh my god! And like, it's
So
almost like
bad.
Im is talking to me. Oh my god.
Of course, visions go
Okay.
back to what they always are.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. This is weird.
Morning arrives. Lol, you wake up because you're an early riser. I'm assuming Korshana wakes up near the same time.
Yeah. Figure he probably would have gotten to bed a little earlier since he just got left alone.
Yep.
And so he would have gotten up a little earlier.
Okay.
I'm
Because
sorry.
So I guess I'll just wait in the common room until the rest of the party comes out.
I imagine Korshana will show up.
Help a lot.
Morning.
Morning.
Decent amount.
You ready to have an archfey teleport us to an unknown location to find an ancient red dragon this morning?
Ready as I'll ever be.
I'm ready to get M back.
Corisa was right to be careful about the details of where we're going while we're still in this house, but M's not alone. I would be ready to try and talk our way out of a fight, but possibly get in one.
You find more bad things.
I hope you're not saying we need to fight M.
I doubt that. I really, but she's not alone. And the things that are with
I got
her,
distracted.
I don't know if they'll,
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know what they'll do.
Say something stupid.
We'll just have to find out when we get there.
Yep.
There's other people there.
Well,
Makes me
Easter
want to
event?
leave her there on her own like that even less. We
Yeah,
need to hurry.
that's really the only reason I'm letting Corisa even talk about fucking teleporting us anywhere.
I mean, she's been helping Nim teleport us around. How's it any different now?
I got distracted watching
It just does.
3D printing videos.
I mean, you're right. That's why I'm letting it. That's why I'm not outright refusing it. But
yeah, like
Nim, I
it
trust.
started with people
Yes,
3D
Corisa
printing
had a
cool
hand
stuff
in it,
and
but
quickly evolved
it was still Nim.
into a video
If Corisa wanted to mess with us, there's easier ways to do it. And she didn't need to wait till for us to be ready to go.
No, yeah.
Okay. In Nim's room, Corisa is just kind of laying there looking at you.
Are you okay after everything that's happened? Sorry, it's a stupid question.
You'd think I'd be used to that by now, but every time you ask that, it surprises me. I'm happier.
Happier's good. Did I make the right choice back there, leaving the winter court?
I mean, what do you think? Did you always want to be under her thumb?
No.
Well, there's your answer.
Well, I'm glad we don't have to be separated anymore.
I don't know if your party is going to be too happy with that, though.
Why is that?
I don't think many of them are going to trust me. They have reason not to, so I don't blame them for it.
I can try to convince them to... I tried before. You did warn us what was going to happen, and we should have listened.
If there's anything I understand, especially about mortals, is that to rebuild the trust, I have to show acts of good faith often.
Isn't that what you're already doing?
Yes. But I think they have to come to that conclusion on their own. And not have it feel forced. Does that make any sense?
I guess so. Still shouldn't stop you from being able to come around, just... I don't know.
We'll take it one step at a time.
Yeah.
I think your friends are waiting. Shall we?
Oh, yeah. I'm losing all track of time.
That happens. Cora Issa walks back out in her full antler form. Walks out of Nim's room, and Nim, I'm sure, also follows.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning.
Morning. Are you all ready?
I'm
Is Noah about?
ready.
Yes, he is. He's a semi-early riser.
Given that you don't sleep anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're having dreams, so you are sleeping.
Yeah.
Dream well?
Fine. What we talked about yesterday is I don't know exactly how to describe this. They are a little bit more I can kind of get a sense of what I was feeling when I experienced them.
Good.
If that makes sense.
Is this what having children does?
I think
to
so.
you?
Still feels like a dream though.
Not sure how the whole thing works, but maybe that's just going to be the way it'll be. I don't know. Because technically it was another version of you that had these experiences.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope you'll all bear with me for the time being.
It's-
Of course.
mhm. And right now, I think we should go.
Yeah.
Let's go save our kid.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we do that.
I'm waiting for something.
Oh, sorry, was Corey not
Do you
listening?
think my tractor is sexy?
Also, do you think Brett's tractor is sexy?
Yes.
Yes.
So is that a unanimous vote?
Yes. It's surprised it was even a question.
When you say that, I mean, Korshana and Noah, you're both pretty observant. You will notice that Nim takes Corey Issa's hand. And Corey Issa actually has a moment where she kind of looks at Nim and just smiles at him. And then she's like, oh, yes. If everyone's prepared.
We don't mean to
No.
interrupt.
This is
No, it's fine.
Oh.
We should go.
All right. World
Teleport
shattered.
noises.
Just kidding. You are all
Loading screen.
teleported in front of a cave.
Hmm.
She's in here.
Yes. Her and a bunch of kobolds. And by a bunch, I mean a lot.
Hmm.
They're probably not gonna react too kindly to us just walking up to them.
No. I won't
They
lie.
Industrial
couldn't be
beams.
convinced that
Industrial
we
beams are normally
also worship their what
actually,
god? I don't really know how kobolds work.
So I can put it very plainly. They will think that she is a god. So you can worship her, but you're going to want to get her out of there. And they are not going to take kindly to that. So just understand that they're going to fight you back.
Is it possible to
Hmm.
cause some of them to leave, like a distraction or something?
It is possible, yes.
Like the fewer that we can have there when we get to her, the better.
It's like thinking. I have an idea.
Oh,
Okay.
Here's a question for you, Silent.
sure.
Can disguise self be used to change into any other like race in the whatever playable race?
No, I'm pretty sure it cannot.
No?
I thought disguise self could, just as long as you
Use
still
it
still had the
back.
same like basic height and
Dimensions.
dimensions
Yeah.
and stuff.
Let's say Dragonborn? Maybe a red one?
I'm looking.
I just want to know what
But
your
kind
ruling
of
is on
maybe a
that.
little short for
Short one.
Dragonborn, but
Short one.
otherwise that should be doable.
Probably
Aren't
gonna
you
look a little
short
more
for a
like a kobold,
stormtrooper?
honestly.
Are you sure for a stormtrooper?
At this point, might as well just go for kobold. He's kind of short.
Hey.
I think you can do like up to 6 inches or a foot taller or shorter than you are, but you're physically there, right? So like if you did disguise self shorter, someone could whack you in the head.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it does look like you can do it.
I just want to know what your personal ruling is on that, because that's an option.
Hmm.
Dragonborn you can probably get away with, but Kobold probably not. They're
I
really
think that's
short.
too short.
Yeah, because that would be taking a few feet off of you, and that's
Yeah, I think it can only be 1 foot, and that would probably
Yep.
need to be like 2 feet shorter. But she could be a not very tall dragonborn.
I probably should have prepped alter self last night then, but I didn't.
Oops.
I didn't look at my spells.
It's fine.
I got my combat spells going, guys. Oh, I didn't hit long rest though.
Oh,
Yellow.
they don't count.
I prepped them in the morning.
Oh, you know what? I totally don't have like armor or anything.
You don't have anything, dude.
Okay,
no.
well, okay.
Oh, it just like shows up. He's like,
I'm
shit.
just in like, oh boy, F13 AC.
If Nim has does he have all of his old inventory still?
All of whose?
His old inventory that he's had this whole time?
Nim's old inventory? Yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
still has that. I mean, he has like I don't know how great of a shield it is, but he's had this like, it's more like a decorative shield this entire time. But I don't know how useful it's gonna be. One of those like better than no shield kind of options. I don't know. He might have some old leather armor too, but I don't know. Did he loot?
If it's not magic, there's no way it's fitting him.
Yeah, no, this is some normal leather armor.
I mean, I have magic armor, but it's broken.
I got like a mace. You want a mace?
I can. Actually, I don't think I can cast spells. I don't have a focus.
No, it's just like, oh my god, what am I doing?
Why didn't we think of this before we teleport?
Can't you make I thought if you make tools with your tool spell,
Oh yeah,
you can use those as a focus.
Why do you know my class more than I do?
Because
Yeah, I thought your tools
I
were.
looked at all of your character sheets. Nim could actually tell you that because he would know that.
Sure.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, Artificer uses their tools as a focus.
And I'm just like offhand is like, why don't you just make some Artificer tools?
There's like a million things I can use as a. Okay.
Well, it depends on if he has a.
Some...
Yeah, it depends on if he actually has any tools.
I can craft tools. I have.
No, you have to have a. You have to actually have a specific set of tools in order
with these tools.
Yeah, you. It's equivalent exchange. You can't make anything out of nothing.
Yeah, right.
You're an alchemist.
Oh no.
The thing I said while I was still on mute was Polka Coca.
Spellcasting for a focus, is that necessary to cast spells?
Yes.
Or just to waive the material component of a spell?
Focus just is for material components. I'm pretty sure you can still cast ones that just only need focal or somatic, but if they have material, you can't.
That's true.
Okay, so I have access to my cantrips then.
Correct.
Okay, great.
Yes. So yes, you are correct. Focus is for material.
Okay, cool. I'm good. I'm good then. I can kill everybody.
So any spell that has an M next to it, you can't use.
Corey is going to turn to Nim, and she's going to be like, "Are you sure?
Sure about what?
You think Noah's ready?"
I mean,
I'll show you ready.
Probably use some armor or something. It's kind of. I'm used to having like a little more armor.
In your mind, you hear Corey. You said, "Do you know of a time when he did? Do you know of a time when you can take it from him?"
Oh boy, that's a great question. I know he had this is out of character. I know he had the tattoo for a while.
Yes.
But I know before that he had armor that he took from the house like a long time ago.
Breastplate, yeah.
Yeah, so I would say probably the breastplate and shield that he had from the house from the first timeline. That'd
Get a focus while you're back in the past, please.
Sure, what the hell? He probably had a focus back then too. Does that make sense?
Do you
That would
think
be
you
when
can
he
get
would-
there?
I had a shield too.
Do you think you can get there?
I think so. Can I still do that?
There's only one way to find out.
Oh God.
Okay. I'll try.
I think you will need it for this. This is not going to be easy.
Got it.
Okay.
What do I need to roll this time?
Roll me 2 1d100s.
Sure thing.
The last 2 D100s you'll ever roll.
The only thing I can say if it helps at all is if he still has his whole inventory, that shield that I was talking
Yeah.
about offering to Noah is literally from the house, from that timeline that we took a little bit before we left, if that would do anything to make it so that we would be able to get there.
From the first timeline?
Yeah.
Before you went in the Fae?
Yep.
Okay, that's this
Yes.
timeline.
Associated object.
And, yeah, it's specifically from like that point in time too, because it's from before we went to the Fae, like before we left the
Okay,
house.
roll 1d100 then.
Okay.
Whew.
Yeah, you make it there.
Okay. Cool. Well, that was, I guess, the hard part, but now it's also the how does he get Noah's stuff? It's now the other part of the problem. Hope he got there at night when he could.
while he's sleeping.
Yeah, we just have to steal his stuff and then put it back before he knows that it's missing, I guess, is the idea.
Oh God.
Probably should have clarified this before he left.
Yeah, midtime he's sleeping.
Yeah, great. All right, he'll do that. If he can go, what does he have to like sneak into the room everyone's sleeping in?
Yeah,
Sneak-
roll 1d100, or sorry, roll sneak.
Yeah, you got
Do
it.
it. Please beat a 19. Please beat a 19.
Please don't be observant for once.
My passive perception is
Damn
19.
Your passive was 19 at the time, was it?
Is
I
it really?
think we're all sharing a room
Oh,
too,
Jesus.
right?
I took observant as the opening feat that you let us pick.
But you also didn't have as high stats. Either, right?
No,
you
I
were
didn't-
also
I didn't
level
update my
like not
stats.
very high, but my stealth
yeah, our
is terrible,
proficiency
so
would be
you
lower.
probably hear me.
I didn't update my stats, so my
Should
wisdom
I
is
burn a
always
luck
gonna
on
be the
this?
plus one.
But
Proficiency
are
bonus
you-
is
you're-
different
Yeah.
because I think we were if we
Yeah,
weren't
but so that'd
I
just
think
be
they're still
minus
gonna beat a
2 to
10.
your.
It's
Yeah,
still gonna
it's-
be the
it's-
10.
No,
Oh,
it's
right,
gonna be
yeah.
the
I mean,
10.
I can burn a luck, but I, think
I was pretty sure you all were in the same rooms we were in before, which was communal.
We were sharing a room
Yes.
back then for sure.
Were you?
Sure.
I thought I
Yeah.
always had you guys had separate rooms.
we no
Yeah,
Because
it's
I
what
remember I tried to run away, and sneaking out past you guys was really tough. I tried to run away with Marty.
That's why I saw
Right.
Korshana. I was like, what is Korshana doing?
Right. Okay.
We basically had like a room that we were all sleeping on the floor of back then.
this is
People start waking up, Nim.
Whoa. It's
gonna
trippy.
have to burn a goddamn spell slot here and turn invisible.
What the fuck?
Poof.
Yeah.
Nobody's
I know
there.
Yep. Okay, this is.
Did you guys just?
What?
I thought I saw
140.
5
Nim, but
more
Nim's right
minutes.
there.
Are you
But
sure?
he was over there also.
40.
Are you sure?
One fucking thing.
Pretty sure.
You think it's Marty fucking with you?
Idea. We have lots of
Maybe it's
power-
just my imagination.
I was gonna say, we have lots of power sources, don't we?
All right. Hopefully. And then
Well, was already back to sleep.
I think there's just some batteries.
Noah's gonna go back to sleep.
Korshana, I guess would too, because it's a good point. Marty was fucking with us pretty much a lot
Also,
then, but
wouldn't Nim already Nim is there with you guys already? So
yeah,
we
that's
would've
why I'm
seen a
like, you're right
second-
here,
Yeah.
but also you were right there. But I'm just saying, if he's loud, like Korshan is gonna wake up again because she's not just gonna like.
All right. Gonna have to wait till everybody's asleep.
Okay.
Oh god.
I mean, the plan is pretty much be touching all of Noah's stuff that we need and then do the time travel backward from that point so that he's not making any more noise trying to pick up like plate armor because that's gonna be loud.
Cling, cling. Sorry, I'm just taking your stuff.
Yeah, just borrowing it for a few days, a week, 2
So
weeks.
roll me another stealth at advantage at this point because you are invisible.
Boy, you got it. I have a backup plan if this goes badly too, but then we're gonna need a short rest. Still.
It's okay. The Nim there is taking a long rest.
Oh,
Good,
got
it's
him.
20. Thank you.
Oh, plates.
Nice.
Good news. I'm pretty sure that my passive perception was 22 back then.
Oh boy,
Oh, ooh.
Technically, you beat it.
barely.
Actually, might have been 21. So for sure.
What level were we back then? Like 3?
Yeah, but my whiz was 4 at its lowest, and the proficiency bonus is 2 at its lowest. So
Oh
that'd be
my
3
God.
less than what I have right now.
And I don't know if we get the. Do we even get our full passive while we're sleeping?
That's what I was looking at too, but it basically.
I'd probably have
putting-
disadvantage, which would give you a -5. So then, at that when you're sleeping, your passive is 5 less than.
I mean, with the
that makes
10, you
sense.
guys would have all heard that because that was.
I think
not
that's what I would
taken
end up
out.
ruling is I would say it's at disadvantage.
Yeah, for our perception, yeah.
Okay, so you get it and you teleport back. Roll me 2 1d100s, unless you
Got
have
it.
an item for this timeline.
Yep.
Sorry, no, you still do.
Or I don't know.
One
like-
1d100 because you still have the shield. Okay, you show back up. Nim has some armor and a spell focus for Noah.
You know, got your stuff.
Oh,
This
what?
is it's temporary. I'm going to need this back.
Oh. Okay.
Don't lose it or break it, because I think that's gonna be bad.
Don't lose it or break it.
Yeah. Hey, Corey,
So-
so how bad would it be if he loses or breaks the stuff that I took from the past?
I'm actually not sure.
Oh, okay, I guess maybe you can't lose it or break it. But don't
We don't
try,
have to
don't
test
try
that.
to.
It would be great if we didn't test that.
It takes me an hour to don armor other than a shield.
Great, because I'd really like to rest. I kind of had to turn invisible. You guys are really, really perceptive. Did you know that?
Yeah, you're welcome for all of the trouble it's kept us out of over the year.
Yeah.
Korshan is better at it. Actually, he wouldn't say that.
It's been a year.
Can I just be like, I don't know. Can I like, I know that this probably wouldn't happen, but like, it would be funny if she had a memory and was like, oh, that time that there were 2 Nims.
That's up to you if you want to have that memory.
Oh, that's amazing.
I feel like it was probably small enough that she wouldn't recall it off the top of her head.
It was also 40 years ago.
Exactly.
Ooh, oof, wow. Wow. That's ruthless. So, yeah. So Noah's
But a
going
very
to
salient point.
don this armor for an hour.
So slow.
I know, right?
Corey used to just like looks at you, Nim, and just shakes her head.
Is this going to be a stealth mission? Or
Oh no, honey. I don't think so.
Guns blazing?
Stealthy isn't really our thing.
Well, I mean,
I will be here when you are ready. I cannot go in with you.
okay. Guardian armor it is.
Got a
then.
reason?
I should not be there when M wakes up.
It is D&D night.
That's
as
a good
much as
reason.
there's-
We'll be back soon.
Good luck. Be careful, Nim.
Thanks. You too.
I mean, I just got to stand out here. It's pretty easy for me.
I just mean in general.
Oh, okay.
We can give you a minute if you want to say goodbye.
Oh, saying goodbye usually takes more than a minute for us.
Oh my god.
I just meant Jesus. Okay.
We should get
I
going.
think we should probably go.
Yeah.
Are we at the cave of the entrance of this cave?
It's kind of big for a kobold cave.
Okay. All right. Once Noah's done donning his armor, he's gonna activate the guardian armor.
Okay.
Bam. And then put a shield on. So he's Captain Iron Man.
Did we get a short rest in or no? Just for clarification, have we spent an hour?
Yes.
Cool. All right, just checking. See if I get one of my 2 spell slots back. It's important.
Ooh. Wow. You recovered 50% of your spell
Yeah,
slots. That's
I
huge.
did,
I don't know if
but-
anybody else noticed that, but it's all right.
Wow.
Anyway.
That's fine.
All of you walk into a pretty spacious cavern. And there's a kobold just kind of chilling there.
Hi.
Oh no.
Hello. What you want?
Who you want me to?
Nim, who hopefully looks like a red dragonborn,
Yeah,
is
that
getting
was our-
shoved forward.
That was our plan, right?
I don't know.
You know,
There
take candle.
wasn't.
You know, take candle.
I don't want
There's
your
a candle
candle.
on their head.
You can keep it.
No, take candle.
Are they
My candle.
speaking common or draconic?
It's common.
Man, why would I take your candle? It's yours.
No, take candle.
I won't.
He won't.
Noah will say in Draconic that we would like to worship your god.
Oh, back in Draconic, you speak true speak. Ooh,
Yes.
he's good.
That true.
Yeah.
You wish see our god? Ooh, our god see no one though.
What mean?
Our god only see people who worth. People show they get to speak to our god.
How do God choose?
God choose by test of stabby, test of thinky, and test of runny.
Can we try test?
Yes. Ooh, you want test? Test. Pulls a lever. The whole cavern opens up.
Oh boy.
What's-
Here we go.
What's going on? What are you?
Noah, what
do
the
you guys
fuck is
talk about?
happening?
All right. So
All of you fall.
so
Even the kobold's like, why?
How far are we falling? Like, do we have time to react to falling?
Oh yeah,
or
you have
is
plenty of time to react.
yeah. If
Oh,
it's
yeah,
going
okay,
on long enough, he's gonna explain everything while they're falling.
Eagle form,
Okay.
please? Fuck, I have to pick 2 of them to save, don't I?
You go form, but then you would go like this while everybody's still going like this.
No, I mean, then I'll dive down to try and catch
Okay,
them. But
so,
am I
like,
gonna have to pick 2 of my
Eagle,
friends?
everybody's just like, oh shit. Yeah, you're gonna have to try and figure out who you're gonna pick up. Why they spit so long?
Is it like straight down or is it like a slide?
It's straight down.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna pick up Nim and Noah. Sorry.
No, I think Noah weighs like a lot. Should pick up Noah.
What our goal is.
Can I pick up Noah in his robot form?
No.
Well, okay, I'll
Hold
try
on
to
a
grab
minute.
him, and then when I can't, I'll get Lowell.
He's
After
Sorry.
a minute of free falling, you land in a cloud of feathers, pile of feathers.
Literally a feather fall.
You're muted when you said that.
I know because Brett is yelling, but I wasted my wild shape. That annoys me.
Wasted your wild shape, funny.
Thanks, Brett.
The kobold you can still hear, but you can't see them. You think they're somewhere in the pile of feathers.
At this point, Noah will say, so what's happening is apparently Im is not seeing anyone unless they are deemed worthy. And they're deemed worthy through trial of combat, wit, and was there a third one?
Running.
And running. Okay.
Which one is
This was all explained to you while you were falling, by the way.
Yeah. So while everyone's, yeah, so this is what happened. So yeah.
Well, how
Okay, between
do we
combat,
start
wit, and
this,
running,
then?
which one do you think involves feathers?
I don't know if this one was the trial.
No, trial start.
I don't think this
Why
guy
so
would
many
have.
feathers?
I don't think this guy would have been dropped down if it was part of the trial, right?
Not part of trial. Already worthy one. Worthy one.
Correct.
Pull leather. Lever. Lever.
He's not humble at all.
Worthy. I can't. Help me. I can't get out.
Korashana
help
puts
him
her
out.
giant eagle face right in the kobold's face just to see what happens
Ah!
with her solid red eyes.
Oh God, that's
Whoa,
creepy.
I'm
whoa.
gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Lowell will try and help him out.
Hey, save me from giant thing. Save me from giant thing. You can have candle. Save me from giant thing.
You can keep your candle, and he'll help pull him out.
Okay, we'll end it there because there's no way in heck we're gonna get through anything at 11:19 at night. So
Yeah. Oh man, when's the next session?
Next Tuesday?
Okay. That was fun. Except